Oh, okay.
Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out. Let me know. And we will be more than happy to get you situated and try to fill in some of these slots. The new year has been very kind to us thus far. We have a few people inquiring and trying to join these open slots. And we even filled up this game. Woohoo! So be sure to pick up a slot before they're all gone, everybody. They're flying off the shelves. Now, without further ado, Pyre, tell us what happened last week.
So we met up with Gildarts, where we gave him information on what happened over the last 6 years. We also met his new employee, a gnome wizard named Lenny. He's another ex-student of Spellington High, only he was kicked off for cheating and getting caught. Loser. When one of the patrons diss Lenny, he confronts him after some probing from Gildarts. This starts a fight with all of us getting involved. Sybil breaks out a sword no one knew she even had. After the fight, we discussed what we need to do next to get a license, and Gildarts suggested we join an adventuring guild. Barnabas suggested a few choices, and we all decided to contact Gerald Sway and see about joining his guild. With us needing a place to stay, Gildarts offers his house in Spellington, the Glass Onion. We head there and claim rooms. Dressley and Gildarts discuss the bank account that Dressley set up at Gildarts' request. Seems it's still there. That is worded really weird, sorry. Seems still there. Gildarts even added to it over the years. They also discuss the fact that Gildarts now owe Dressley a car since he never took any money out of the account. They headed to the garage where Dressley and Pyre, which I was always right, debate back and forth which car would be best. Dressley finally chooses one, and Pyre tries to make a deal to buy the other one he wants. Doesn't work out. In the morning, Barnabas contacts Gerald and sets up a meeting in 4 hours back on the campus where he held his prayer service. He then contacts Jeeves for Sybil and sets up a meeting with him. We then headed to the mall to get some supplies and find out a pass for free ice cream is still good, shockingly. Dressley puts another sword up for consignment. Sybil meets up with Jeeves to find out he's now working as a janitor at the school. Jeeves tells her about her father's fall from the coil, and he is working on setting up a new town of discontents. She also asks about O'Shant, and he tells her that he had some dealings with the Sunstone Canyon Monastery and Rodolfo before his leave of absence. She then instructs Jeeves to continue his work at the school in case she needs information from there, and that's where we pick up.
So, after speaking with Jeeves, a little bit of a emotionless episode from Sybil. You all know that you are supposed to be meeting up with Gerard within an hour behind the main campus of Elder Mage. The place that... Oh, I almost called you Nesian with your background. Barnabas. The place that Barnabas had originally put on his first ever ceremony outside of his family's land for the Green Man. So, everyone packs up into your cars and awkwardly watch as you all drive the exact same direction as Jeeves, as he's driving next to you all.
Wave at him as we drive next to him.
As you pull up to the front of the school, he walks in no problem whatsoever. And the moment you all step up to the front, you see this strange shimmer of light that occurs. But then one by one you all step through.
It looks like they've added security.
They have security now?
That's what it looks like. Anybody have any idea what that magic was?
Could we make a check-a-rooney?
If you're proficient in Arcana, go ahead.
No.
Alrighty, I will make a check.
Hey, we have a wizard.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Pyre probably could do it too, I imagine.
What?
I'm actually
I mean-
pretty good at Arcana considering I don't have any.
I mean, I did.
Mm.
In the recap, I literally said the wizard Lenny.
14.
Do you also want me to roll an Arcana?
Go for it.
Not as good as Arcana is. Maybe. I lied. I'm one better. I'm just built different.
Anyways. Artificers, they just do everything.
I mean, not really. That's just one of my proficiencies. I'm better at investigation.
So, Lenny, the best that you can discern is that was some type of permanent identify spell that went across you all. Probably to make sure people aren't bringing in, epic level items into a school campus, which would be kind of bad. Pyre, yeah, it was an identifying one. But it also went to identify each of you. So whomever wrote this enchantment is fully aware that each of you just walked onto the campus.
Oh, that's not good.
Ah, fantastic. This is like we just passed through TSA.
Oh, good. That shouldn't cause any flags.
You guys
Yeah.
here.
I wouldn't bet on that. Just throw that out there.
You look over at a student riding a bicycle that is the most pimped out bicycle you can imagine. He has a honking horn. He has a card in the spokes of his bike that is flicking with noise. He has flashing lights for left turn and right turn and is wearing a hall monitor vest. As he rides his bike up to all of you as quickly as possible, he comes skirting over to the side, stopping right in front of you. You look down at this elven young man who is staring up at you all with the sternest of looks in his eyes. He's just at the age where he's starting to get a little bit of fuzz over his lip, just the tiniest bit. And the hormones are in full bloom with the pores that are wide open and zits that are just aggravating to look at for many of you. Excuse me, but you, sir, are expelled. He points over at what I presume is now a box over where Lenny was sitting.
Yeah, so his little ding goes off like, oh shit. I knew this wasn't a good idea.
I don't. Huh?
He is expelled. He's on the expulsion list.
Seeing as how he calls out to me, I go, well, I'm not here to attend class, so, I mean, I'm not a student.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I could still come by, visit, do whatever.
A disgruntled old student coming onto campus. Mm-hmm. Sure.
I mean, he's fine. I mean, You're not gonna
Excuse me,
question-
sir. Who are you?
you're not gonna question that. And I point over to Hunter.
No, it's just some automated type of machinery.
I mean, maybe to you, maybe. Hunter, wave hello.
Okay.
Wait, so the expelled kid has more red flags than 5 dead students. I'm sorry, the first time. What the hell?
Are you asking that in character?
Doesn't have math classes.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
forget
actually.
the expelled gnome kid.
Excuse me? Dead students? What?
I mean, we were dead, but we got better.
Whoever set up the identify spell was probably not here when we were. They probably didn't even bother to put us in.
Wait a minute. Are the identified spell
who
just
are
metal
you?
detectors? I had a character question. Is the identify thing we step through just metal detectors?
I mean, it's a little bit more. It's like the identify spell casted on each of you instantly
yeah.
by walking through.
Like a scanner, then. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Pi.
Our team name was the Rex. We kind of blew up at the end of our
Wait.
halfway through a freshman year.
You guys are the Rex? The Get Wrecked Rex?
The Get Wrecked Rex. Hold on a second.
Probably.
What the fuck?
Oh, there's an old... You guys are... Wait, you're supposed to all be dead.
Oh yeah, that's us then. Yeah.
Yeah, the story told us about how you guys just kept getting wrecked by everything. Like, you were the worst adventurers to ever try to come to the school. Like,
Wait,
one
who's-
of you died before you even started class.
No,
I mean, that-
2 of us died before we started class. Get it
What?
right.
Oh my fucking god. So hey, question, where did you start hearing this from?
Oh, everybody talks about it. Everybody who goes to Elder Mage talks about it.
Okay, cool, but where did it start?
How am I supposed to know? I was in diapers back when that happened.
Oh,
My
Okay,
God,
Roll
you
for
were in-
backache. Roll for
you were in-
backaches.
You were in diapers at 10? I feel sorry for your parents.
Yeah, it's
It's only been
That's,
6 years, kid.
It's
6
wild.
years? Oh, I thought it was like 20 or something. I don't know.
No, wait, you might be thinking of another wrecked group, because we're not the first group that was called ourselves the Rex.
Well, yeah, it's a very unoriginal name.
Okay.
oh yeah, it's definitely us then.
But nobody has used that name ever since. They think it's cursed.
Yeah, I wonder
famous.
why.
Because all of
We're in-
you died.
I mean, we're not dead right now.
Wait, can I get your signatures?
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Will you let him come in without any issue? I point to Lenny.
Roll persuasion.
Oh fuck me. Why?
You're the one yapping.
I
Would it
need.
help if he? Would it
Can you
help
close
if,
my-
if he's been adopted by the Rex?
You're being assisted.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, here we go. Big money, no whammies. Guys, I should be the face of the party. I'm
Oh
just
my
throwing it
God.
out there.
I hate that his roles reaffirm how arrogant he is.
He can't keep getting away with it.
I mean, no funny business, okay? And you have to be off campus within an hour. Here, I'll write you a hall pass.
What if it's haha funny?
No funny business.
Oh.
He writes a hall pass and hands it down to you, Lenny, and then gets an autograph from who all is signing his notepad.
Sure.
I will sign it, and I'll even have Hunter sign it.
Okay, there's a long squiggle line.
I kind of try to sign it too when he's not looking and go like,
Sleight of
my
hand.
signature.
Sleight of hand, Lenny.
Sleight of hand. All right.
Also, Pyre isn't arrogant; he's confident.
This is what I'm built for. 18.
Spoken like a true arrogant person. Yep.
And we have Sybil in the party. Anyway,
When everyone's looking the other way, Lenny just like stands underneath the notepad, reaches up and signs it without anybody noticing.
It's the only signature on the opposite side.
Did you just use the mage hand?
I could, yeah.
Oh, by the way, my name is Jeffy.
Hi, Jeffy.
I am the hall monitor. Sophomore hall monitor, by the way. I am the first sophomore in over 4 years to become the head hall monitor.
how many friends do you have?
Why would you ask that? I have an entire adventuring party still. Thank you. Unlike someone.
No,
I look
we
back-
have our entire party.
I look back at.
Wait, you
the
can't
6
be
people.
adventurers. You didn't graduate.
I mean, that's.
But it's our entire party, though.
You guys are probably like really bad. Like you can't. There's no way. You died
came back-
so
Ah.
much.
I mean, I only died once, and we all came back from the dead. So.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, how many people die and don't come back from the dead, huh?
around
Yeah,
here, not
really
often.
is.
Actually, nobody's really died that often ever since you guys all died. I think like in the past 6 years, there's only been like 4.
I mean, we survived a trip to
you
the
guys are getting
wall.
new.
I'm surprised that's not part of our legend.
No, you didn't. No way.
Yeah, for like a while, too.
Wait, you guys went to the wall? Why?
Yeah, so we got Tony back.
Who's Tony?
Oh, well, he was one of us who died.
What do you mean? Who's Tony? What was Tony? You know, Tony.
Okay, that part actually makes sense.
Yeah, who's
Lenny's
Tony?
standing next to Jerry, just equally confused, watching a party. Like, what are they talking about?
No, Jeffy is his name.
Jeffy.
Yeah.
I look around to make sure Tony's just not hiding in the distance, just watching us.
You do not see Tony. All right,
You
guys.
don't
Well, hey,
see Tony.
be safe. All right. If you have any two-wheeled non-motor vehicles that you are going to be riding around here, make sure you don't exceed 10 miles an hour. And any four-wheel ones you're not allowed to do on anything other than the cobbled road, okay?
What does Sir Quacksalot count as, Barnabas?
He would count as a mount. He doesn't have
I
any
think he has
wheels.
any wheels, yeah.
Sir Quacksalot lifts up his wing and spins the wheel over the G.
Yeah.
The G
He's
just
got
spins.
spinners. That's different.
Huh.
It's not 2 or 4 though, so we're good.
All right, be careful, everybody. So, walking through campus, many things have changed tremendously since the last time you were here. First off, the Elemental Phoenix's house seems more refined than it did previously. More clean, etched, wonderfully well kept, and high societal in nature. As you were walking past it, you hear the sounds of distant explosions and crackling of energy coming from the back courtyard. You continue down. You look over at the mystical griffins. And the first time for any of you that's seen the mystical griffins previously, there's people sitting on the grass outside studying together. There's people on the bench that is placed in front of a large hulking tree, all relaxing and enjoying the afternoon with one another. And as you pass by the enchantment unicorns, you see strobe lights going off from the windows. And you can smell alcohol from this distance.
Okay, this one seems the same.
You don't walk anywhere near enough to the Arcane Falcons to be able to get a good look at it.
Jackrabbit Coliseum just has a giant Roman gash through the middle.
Oh, yeah. And then you walk over to the school itself. As you look up front, you see that it has changed magnificently. The previous wall of white exterior is now a much more dulled down brown color. The vibrant and beautiful picturesque imageries that used to be a part of the courtyard, the beautiful cutting of the flowers out front, the well-placed different decors of statues and other things are all gone. Now, simply a place of education and learning. And most worrisome, the windows all have iron bars going across them vertically.
Do our keys still
Oh wow,
work?
when did this prison get here?
Are you cutting through the school to get to the back courtyard or walking around it?
I mean, does that hedge wall still exist?
Nope. That's ornate and useless.
Around.
All right.
Yeah, that building doesn't look very welcoming.
Is the door open?
No, they are not.
Did-
Not around.
On our way through the courtyard, did we pass by a statue of us?
You did not.
Interesting.
Let's be honest. But
No, I was told at one point there was one.
Oh, really?
That's why I asked. Part of us never would have assumed there was a statue to us at the school.
Simple would have.
So, as you guys walk around the perimeter of the school, you pass by and see that there's a couple of new expansions as well. A way to make it look much more lively and, not lively, much more well facilitated for students and their academias here. The different various wings that previously existed all seem to be expanded with more interesting classes available for the students. And as you guys walk past there, whom here? Okay. Yup. Barnabas. Dresley. Pyre and Durin. You all notice that there appears to be a very young student hiding behind one of the few bushes back here, who seems to want to stay out of sight of all of you. You also smell the faint scent of cigarettes in the air.
I just lean my incredibly long, tall body over the breast. Can I get a light?
What? Oh, he douses it out. I'm very sorry, sir. I was I was holding it for a friend.
Oh. Well, then why were you smoking them?
What? No, I wasn't smoking them, sir.
No, you were. I saw you.
I'm very sorry, sir.
Feels really weird to be called sir.
Yeah, I'm Darren.
Yes, sir.
No, Darren.
We're not teachers. You're cool. You're fine.
Wait. You're not teachers?
Nah, you can keep
So-
smoking.
You're trespassers.
No, we have a hall
A
pass.
hall pass.
From Jeffy?
Yeah.
Man, fuck that guy. And he just pulls out a pack of cigarettes and lights one.
So, hey, remember when
You guys are shitty adults.
Nah, it's fine. I look back to the group. Remember when I asked him if he had any friends? I feel like this really emphasizes the question a little bit more.
How small is this kid?
Barely over 5 feet. Human.
How hard would it take to chuck him into the water fountain from here?
Yes, let's perform a crime right
Yeah.
on
Assault a
school grounds.
child on
He's
school.
not gonna tell anyone. He's caught with smoke.
As soon as we get in here.
Here's the big thing, right? What do you think they're gonna prioritize? This kid smoking or this fucking dude just chucking the kid in the water fountain?
Not
Like,
gonna say anything. We caught him smoking.
You won't have to.
I mean, honestly, like, this is on Dresley, all right?
Seriously, just go back to your camp.
I asked a simple question.
It wouldn't be the hardest feat, but it's not easy. Hey, can I get that hall pass from you? If I run by that guy, I need to, like, get it back into school. I don't know why he hands them out. He's the only person who checks for hall passes.
Oh, so wait, what you're saying is we could have just literally walked onto campus and no one would have batted an eye?
Oh, no, I mean, if you had, like, harmful intents, of course, the entire faculty would know. I mean, we're not stupid, you know?
Well, a good thing none of us want to harm the students here.
Yeah.
Say, why buy drugs?
What?
Is this kid smoking a tobacco cigarette or
A normal cigarette, guys. You were the
Yeah.
delinquents doing drugs when you were freshmen.
I was
Hey,
dealing
selling
doing drugs.
drugs.
when we were
I
freshmen.
never-
11.
I never did drugs.
I only did cocaine once.
Say no to drugs. And he pulls out a dare pen.
Do you realize
That's
that means
lame.
tobacco, right? Too.
That's not a drug, it's tobacco. Cigarettes aren't drugs, they're good for you.
Yeah, it says who.
We are well past that mantra in public.
My
school.
grandma says so.
How old's your grandma?
I flipped the
Old.
box over in his hand to show the warning label on the other side.
No, that just makes it
Mother?
cool. Like music.
While they're
Okay.
talking to this kid, I'm going to
But
continue to
he's
make my
got-
way over to the back.
Ah,
But
shit.
Lee doesn't have a.
you-
He doesn't even have a warning label. It's just,
you-
you know.
You guys have fun.
Yeah.
We're being left behind. Hunter, let's go.
So, while you guys are bothering arguing with a small child and debating on throwing him, Sybil and Pyre,
Yeah, but
as the two of you walk over to that back courtyard, where the wonderful, nice little shrine to the Green Man is, you see it. There is a beautiful, small statue within the shrine itself of you and your companions. All right, why is the music not changing? Like, fucking play.
I hear a banjo.
I don't.
I do.
Oh, do I have a memory leak?
It's definitely there.
Yeah. I hear it.
Whatever. All right, well, as
The
long as you guys
the
hear it.
The banjo eludes the DM once more.
So, you see the statue. This beautiful set of wonderful marble carved statues, each one depicting exactly what you and your group look like as freshmen. You see Durin with his beard that was admittedly much shorter back then. You see Dresley with his boyish charm and still fiery look in him. You see Barnabas before he became more stone-like. You see Pyre still looking like a little tiny nerd with no facial hair whatsoever. And yourself glowing like an innocent, small, younger woman. Or sorry, tall, younger woman.
the tallest in
Towering
the group, thank you
over
very
all
much.
of your friends. As you see all of that, you look back at your friends arguing with that child and just take a moment to appreciate this little scene. Yeah, easily done.
I'm
What's
heading to the statue. I'm just
All right.
sick of this argument. So it sounds like Durin's bringing him with us. So
Used to slight kidnapping. Durin, are you trying to kidnap him?
Not like kidnap, but like bring him 30 feet to the left of where he wants to be. Sure.
Roll persuasion.
Sybil, I mean this in the nicest way I can. We looked like absolute trash back in the day.
As everybody else begins walking up towards the statues.
It's okay, Pyre. We look like trash every day.
I mean, no.
The moment you try to drag the kid, he just looks you square in the eyes. I'll fucking scream.
Yeah, and I'll scream that you're smoking cigarettes. Like a nerd.
Excuse you? Cigarettes are cool.
I take Durin's like, forgive him, he knows not what he does. I say to Durin about the kid smoking tobacco.
So, you all walk over there and see your statue. In the Green Man's Shrine, of all places on campus. Barnabas, the statue they made of you all here originally, they said they placed in the main courtyard. A large one, in the courtyard in front of the school. Not hidden in the back and made into this very small object, but admittedly, this is probably a little better.
I wonder why they took down the first one. It's better that it's in the shrine, at least
I
for
bet
me.
they had one of us
but-
doing a weird face.
I guess I'm more confused on actually remind me out of character. Do we know who I guess commissioned these statues of us? Basically.
I don't think I had that information. I'm just assuming it was Ochant, but I don't know that for certain.
Okay.
But
I imagine it's for the same reason that this place looks the way it does.
Which is what?
Authoritarian? Is that the right word?
The new principal, I think, runs things much differently than Ochant did.
Well, I mean, if anyone would know the answer, it'll be the principal. I mean, listen. I'm just genuinely confused. Like, I appreciate the sentiment, but I just was not expecting to walk in the campus and just see a statue of me pre-blow up.
From everything I heard from the people I talked to, that our deaths was taken hard by much of the higher ups at the school.
Who's the current principal again?
Kavanaugh. Sorry. Did you guys know that already?
I don't know
Nope.
if I do.
Would I know
So
One point.
you would know that, Lenny, because you were here another 6 months. Ochant left towards the end of that year that they all died, and Kavanaugh came in.
Yeah, I would have explained that to you guys once we kind of started talking about Ochant or any changes to the school that have happened. And so,
Do
you
we
know,
who Kavanaugh is?
since I got
don't
kicked out, I didn't really pay much attention to the school, but that kind of happened right before I left.
Anybody proficient in history may roll a history check to see if they know anything about Kavanaugh.
Oof.
Damn.
Got a 5 in history, but your boy does not have a history focus.
Yeah. I assume that's it then. Arkin just dropped. So, come on, don't put that on him. Lenny,
Arvid would have been a cool principal. He would have let people die all the time.
No, I mean
that's
he
the
was
problem,
really
isn't it?
Oh, a wizard that can't roll a check that he's proficient in? Yeah, that is
Yeah,
the new Arvid.
that.
Yeah. Anyways, 10, Lenny. Kavanaugh came in as a favor to Ochant. They seem to recognize one another and have strong respect towards one another, but they weren't friends. No friendliness exchange between them. You know that Kavanaugh is much more militant in nature with his adventuring. You know that he takes adventuring way too seriously. And they even changed the motto the year that you were expelled.
Well, I guess I might have potentially dodged a bullet here with the changes that they started enacting. I don't know.
Wait, they changed the motto? It's not "Don't get caught" anymore.
No, it isn't.
Get caught's a terrible motto.
What's the new motto, Lenny?
What is the new motto?
Regiment, routine, safety.
Oh, we're in military school. Got it.
I bet they have that in Latin somewhere.
To be fucking pompous.
Or what would it be? Elvish or something like that?
Draconic, probably. Cause
Probably
that's the root of
draconic.
magic.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
or dwarvish.
Nah,
Definitely
You know
not
what?
dwarvish.
fucking dwarves.
I think I prefer get caught.
But anyways, as you all sit there staring at the statue for a little bit, you hear the school bing noise. No longer a bell that's loud and resounding. Now is a doo doo doo. That is just like There's no substance to it. It feels wrong. And you start to
Are we
see
under attack or?
you start to see students pouring out of the school and some of them walking through the courtyard. A handful of them look over in your direction, and a couple of teachers even look in your direction. Some of the staff you all recognize, but none that taught any of you specifically. As this is going on, you can hear whispers of many of them judging in awe at your group standing in front of your own statue, like a bunch of legacies standing in front of their trophies in a high school case for football.
We definitely look like we have a huge fucking ego now. Fantastic.
I hope we didn't peak in high school.
I mean, we didn't gain a single level in 6 years. That's a lot.
Well, technically, you gained a single level in 6 years.
Yeah, we gained one. What are you talking about?
The point remains.
You know, now I think about it, I think I can get away with it. My statue looks nothing like me anymore. Y'all are fucked though. Sorry, ego's ruined.
As you sit there in the courtyard, a faint rumble of an engine grows louder, breaking the stillness of this day. You glance up to see a sleek, black jet aircraft cutting through the clouds like a shadowy blade. Its metallic surface gleams with the faint magical runes, shimmering briefly in the fading sunlight. The jet roars overhead, the sound reverberating through this courtyard and stirring the air around you. Then, with a dramatic hiss, a latch opens, and a figure leaps out, silhouetted by the high sun in the sky. At first, the figure plummets with reckless speed, a streak of fabrics flowing freely in the air, tossing and tumbling down. But then, with a flourish that can only be described as theatrical, the fall slows. The wind shifts. Time to play his music. Shit. The wind shifts around him as a shimmering golden aura surrounds the body of Gerard Sway. You can see the dramatic entrance and descent of grace about him, his large blazer bellowing outwards underneath him as he is descending down. His immaculately styled hair doesn't shift an inch. His confident smirk visible even from this distance. And as he nears the ground, he spins effortlessly mid-air, landing in the center of this courtyard, with one knee bent and his arms spread wide, as if finishing the final note of a triumphant ballad. The faint glow of magic dissipates around him, leaving nothing but his radiant presence. An immaculately well-tailored purple suit with this golden vest that is so incredibly form-fitting and perfect for him sits against this man. He smiles at each of you, a little taken aback that you are actually here. And then he looks up at the jet that turns in the air and flies away.
Nice entrance.
Well, well, well. Would you look at who we have here?
Are you wearing a...
Gosh.
Oh, go ahead, Jared. Sorry.
No, I was just making a really dumb joke.
Well, so am I. Are you wearing a faux shirt collar and no shirt?
It's all about the style, baby. He comes over and gives you a hug. Oh, it is so good to see you guys. One by one, he goes up to each of you. Damn, Barnabas, you got fit, dude. Good for you, man.
Yeah, it was a long few years with plenty of time.
Goes up to you next, Dresley. A little darker in the complexion. Staying out in the sun a little bit. Brings you in for a hug as well. Goes over to Durin. Never change, little man. Never change. He goes and gives you a little hug too. Walks over to you, Sybil. Wow. I hope you don't take any offense to this, but you are perfect.
Gerald, and I hold a hand out to shake his.
He will take your hand, bow down, and kiss the back of it before handing it back.
Pyre struggles to hold back a very just sort of look.
Then he'll look over at you, Pyre. God damn, dude. That beard is awesome.
Yeah, puberty hit me with a fucking hammer. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Then he looks down at you, Lenny. Hi, Lenny. So.
Lenny kind of looks like, oh, good. He doesn't. I was kind of hoping you would just ignore me completely, but all right.
So, you guys are back from the dead. That's incredible. Not gonna lie, about once a year at this point, I get people trying to coax me out into public about, old friends and stuff like that. So I was kind of concerned that you guys might not be you, but shit, you're here.
We're definitely here. You've seemed to really come into your own over the last few years.
Oh yeah. Wow. High school was it was an interesting time in my life, and after I was done with that, I decided I was gonna change the world. It had to start
How's
with me.
that going?
Oh, it's going great. I don't want to talk too much about my stuff. What have you guys been up to? Where have you been? How are you back? Like, did Ochant resurrect you or something?
Not exactly. How familiar are you with Fey traditions?
I wouldn't say I'm an expert on it or anything, but I'm pretty decent.
Okay, well, they brought us back, and then we got back from there with my van.
So Faye brought you back to life, and you drove here in a van.
That's technically correct.
You guys are going to have to give me details. Can I take you guys out to lunch, please?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
All right, cool. Do you want to eat at my place or go to a restaurant?
Let's go to your place.
All right. He'll reach into his pocket, pull out a key, twist it in the air, attaches it to nothing, and when he twists it, you see a door appear. He then opens it up, and you see the most incredible looking nightclub. It has the most beautiful clear blue beaches in the background with this huge glass windows all around you, the different levels and floors for different booths that people can sit in, and there are these spectral looking dancers all over the place grooving and having a great time. And as you step inside, you see a couple of students begin popping their heads in, looking curiously, and he looks at them. Sorry, 21 or older. He closes the door. Well, welcome to Casa de la Suey.
You sure know how to decorate.
Yeah, I like it like this. It's very calm, very relaxing. As the music is just thrumming nonstop in here. You guys have any preferences? What do you want for lunch?
Yes.
You got to give me some options, buddy.
Is this a pocket dimension, or does it have a physical location?
this is a pocket dimension. Damn, you got a lot better at Arcana, huh? I bet you guys have a lot of fun little tricks now too, huh?
You live and you learn.
You do?
Gerald, please. I have been missing this since we got stuck in the Feywild. Pizza.
Oh, the last people I invited here wanted foie gras and stuff like that. Yes, let's just get everything pizza, right? We need a veggie pizza, we need a meat lovers, we need an everything. Huh?
Yeah.
Supreme?
That would be fucking phenomenal.
All right, everything pizzas. And you see some of the people that are dancing just like stop and head over and start pulling out pizzas seemingly from nowhere. He brings you all over to a round booth and, you know, gestures for each of you to sit in first, where he's just going to sit at the end. And get us some drinks as well. Cola good with everybody, or do you prefer water, wine?
I'll take whatever.
I'll have wine.
Wine it is. I'm sure I don't need to ask you. Red, of course.
Hmm.
So, as you all sit down in the booth and you see the spectral forms bring over pizzas for each of you and start serving them over to you, Gerald looks at his outfit and just snaps his finger where now he has like a bib over himself as he picks up the greasy pizza and start eating it. God, that's so good. You know, my personal trainer says I'm not allowed to have more than 2,000 calories in a day, unless, of course, I'm trying to go for any bulking up, in which case I have to try to achieve 3,000 calories in a day, and this pizza right here is all of it. Special occasion.
What's a calorie?
Honestly, Darren, I think your life is a lot better if you don't worry about it, man.
Okay, cool.
And I mean that with love.
I already not worrying about it.
Good. So, guys, tell me, what the hell happened to all of you? And how'd you meet up with Lenny here?
Oh, he was working at Gildarts' bar.
Gildarts? How's he been?
Depressed.
He's zenned out, surprisingly.
What?
He didn't punch us for dying.
You mean
He
to tell me
doesn't-
Gildarts is
Gildarts.
like
Gifter.
chill? Gildarts is chill? Is that what you're trying to tell me here?
If he was a 12, he's now a 10.
Holy shit. I mean, good for him, man. I mean, he was always just a little bit too much, you know? Just a little bit, though. Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful to the guy.
No, he won't punch you for that anymore. Apparently.
Hey, I still respect the man. I don't want to be disrespectful, you know? But wow. So, like, did you guys really die in that fire?
Yeah.
So apparently I entered into what is apparently known as a dwarven standoff with a fiend,
He did
and he
what
called
dwarf
my
do.
bluff.
With a fiend. Holy shit. And you just blew yourselves up. And, I mean, just throwing it out here, I'm assuming the Green Man is who saved you guys? That was your god, right, Barnabas? I'm sorry. It's hard to keep track, you know, the 150 rule?
The 150 rule.
Yeah, one individual can only be in charge of 150 people before they start forgetting their names and they make their own factions and stuff. Like, I'm nearing, you know?
Yes, the Green Man reincarnated us would probably be a closer assimilation than resurrection.
Oh yeah, our bodies were definitely still on the minefield.
Yes.
Wow.
Following the explosion at.
Really good news. I got my onesie back.
Don't change, man. Yeah, Barnabas?
We then all spent 6 years doing various things independently around the Fey Wilds till one of us eventually managed to engineer us into a contest that only happens so often that allows passage from the Fey back to our world.
The Fey Crossing.
Yes.
You guys participated in the Fey Crossing?
We fucking won.
You won, dude. Spoilers. I got pay-per-view for that. Back in the era of pay-per-view.
Well, if that's the case, then he can make some very easy bets.
Oh man,
Sorry, Bucky.
that sucks. I mean, like, I'm so happy you guys are back. I was kind of looking forward to watching it, but now that I know that you guys are in it, holy shit!
Well, we didn't tell you how we win.
Don't. I wouldn't be surprised. I hear the Tooth Fairy is like really creative with her like torture
it's
of the
okay.
contestants. Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's disappointing to hear. Actually, I won't be offended
that's
for
what
that.
she was literally
Sibylla is the
voting it
one
in.
who made the shit.
I think you'll find plenty to watch that you'll find enjoyable.
Awesome. Wow.
We built a toothbrush.
What? I don't. God, you guys
That
are
was
so
off.
interesting.
That was off the air.
Ah.
I
Oh.
doubt it.
Oh. Holy shit.
I
Maybe
guarantee you
after
she televises that.
Well, listen, guys. If you're new celebrities, there might be people that, you know, are a little crazy, might want to come after you and stuff like that. If you guys need any additional protection, the Glamour Guard has your back, okay? You just let me know. We'll give you an extremely competitive discount, all right?
That's your,
discount. I want to choke him.
Glamour Guard. That's your. You set up a guild?
Yeah. Own and operate it. Funded everything by a couple of generous donators that I was able to sway. Pun intended. And after that, we were slowly growing over the past few years. Ever since I graduated, we are now at, ooh, wow. How many people are we up to now? Where's the population? We're now up to 112 employees. Across
Must be the
hirelings and adventurers, of course.
You must be the pride of Spellington.
I mean, admittedly, they just keep reaching out to me asking if I want to donate to the school, which is, you know, I do, but like, what the fuck am I donating for? You see those bars on the windows?
We did.
That was a school? I thought that was a new prison.
Oh, that guy is a dick. I hate Kavanaugh. That,
That bad.
He gets the job done. He keeps everyone safe. I hate to say it, nobody dies. Like,
Oh, that's
What?
no fun.
yeah. But, I mean, I graduated. I was the first graduating, well, the second graduating class when he took over. So, yeah, he would have been a sophomore, so third graduating class. Yeah. But yeah, man, I built up an empire now. I've been studying hard every day. I wake up at 4 a.m. I do everything that my personal trainer has me do to get myself focused, ready, and in the game. I sit down. I do 6 hours of work for the guild itself. I do all of the organizing. I start handing out all of the different roles for people. I handle the hiring process all by myself. And then after that point, I do my own work within the guild itself for the only profit I turn. The entire guild is non-profit. The money we get goes towards doing missions that otherwise would not be capable of being done without keeping the lights on, you know?
Sybil will gesture openly towards the nightclub and she'll say, "It shows that you're putting in the work."
this is all just magic.
That is work.
Yeah. But I have this as my personal establishment. I mean, I can change it to look like whatever I want to when I make it. So, and of course, we do have nice accommodations and facilities inside of it as well. Here you go, everybody. Notable members and specialties, hierarchy and ranking, special. We have an echo chamber for recording music for individuals. We have a illusory ballroom to host different events for safekeeping. We have the grand stage gymnasium just for all of the performances and working out as much as we need to. Of course, we have a VIP green room as well for the people that are, you know, doing the news and stuff like that. And, of course, the Whispered Note Lounge is my personal favorite, where many of the VIP clients mingle with all of us, where we get to persuade them to give us some generous donations so that we're able to keep the lights on and do other jobs that are less high profile.
Holy shit, you still got your team with you?
Most of us. When you say that, he does look a little sad. There's one member of his team who's not in that list.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
I'm sorry for your loss, Gerald.
You heard? Yeah. It was rough for us, you know? Losing someone. I have no room to complain about it when it comes to all you guys, though. I mean, you guys have been gone for 6 years. I mean, no family, like just yourselves. I mean, at least you had each other, right?
Hey, pain is
No,
pain.
we were separate for most of that time.
Pain is pain. You know, you've always been way cooler than me, Dresley. Now, when he says that, you see that there's no pain behind that when he says it. He just states it. No longer the timid, scared, worried kid that he was previously. Now Gerard seems to exude confidence. But yeah, guys, if you, I mean, I'm assuming that you probably made a little bit of money while you were over there, but if you guys need protection of any kind, you just let us know, okay?
Well, protection's not what we're looking for. You know, we'd rather get back into the game, but I gotta admit, the idea of re-attending high school in my 20s doesn't sound very exciting. So I'm looking for alternative paths towards...
Especially now with the Scavano in charge.
What were you saying, Barnabas?
That we're not looking for protection, we're looking to get back into the game, and we have no desire to re-attend high school in our 20s.
Yeah. I mean, I learned a lot of important things in high school, but I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy to be here. So what you're saying is you guys are looking to do some, like, remedial work? I mean, I'm sure while you were in the Fae, you guys got, like, super powerful. I mean, give me a demonstration. What do y'all got? The floor is yours. He claps his hands, and all the dancers just, like, move out of the way. Show me what you guys have. If you're good enough, I mean, I'll be more than happy to give you guys temporary licenses.
How big is
Hey,
the room?
Who's the most impressive out of all of us?
The room's probably a good, like, 50 by, like, 30-ish.
Sybil is she's going to look towards the open space. She's not going to say anything. She's going to look in that direction, and a moment later, a point in space collapses upon itself, and then a massive black hole opens as she casts Hunger of Hadar.
You all see this frigid void of darkness emanates into the center of the chamber as he just looks over. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. But I mean, you need to show me like what you can do, like what's your best.
I already used all my high level spells for the day, boys, so
I'll
you
just cast a
guys-
fireball right in the center of the room.
All right, guys, let's put in a little bit more effort to not interrupt people while they're in the middle of speaking.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. It's just like the third time we've done that to him today. Fireball explodes on top of the area. I know Fireball. I mean, not personally, I never learned it, but like I know of it. Yeah, not bad. I mean, but like
I will attempt to like go up to, I guess, a training post and just do a handful of slashes with a divine smite thrown in, but it doesn't look, it's probably not going to look that impressive. I was mostly administrative during the last 6 years.
yeah. Pyre, dude, you have to have something really, really cool up your sleeve.
I made this. Hunter, show off.
Hunter stands in the middle of the room and just starts doing the robot.
Love it when he does that.
I don't know why he does it either. I know when you ask him to show off the pots and everything, but he just sort of does that. He's a work in progress. He can hit things really hard though.
All
To
right.
be fair, I blew up like 6 oil rigs in those 6 years.
Yeah, and then you killed us. So
No, that was after we died.
All right. Wait, you made him, Hunter?
what? Yeah, I made it from.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, have him hit me. Let's see how hard he hits.
Okay. Before I do that, this is for the DM. Does he have? Is this the new? God damn it! God damn it, Joey!
Roll on the old. We're getting there.
I don't like that reaction.
It's almost done.
No,
Plus or
'cause
minus a couple of things.
Remember, you roll for damage now.
What is wrong with that? What the fuck?
11 to hit. I mean, he's not dodging. That's gonna hit him. Go ahead, roll the damage.
Yeah, thanks, Hunter.
5.
Wow.
As it collides with him, you see this like arcane barrier in front of him that it like cracks a little bit and like leaves a small bruise on him.
There are still parts of him I'm still working on, but he's still punching like he's my size when he should be punching when he's large size. Hunter.
Okay.
I mean, he's also semi-sentient, so I mean.
Right.
We really didn't get the chance to do a ton of adventuring while we were in the Feywild. It's hard when you can't leave the Fey.
Uh,
Go ahead, Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny?
sorry. While you're kind of discussing it, it seems like he's not fully impressed. I'm going to try to subtly cast Silent Image and fill the full 15 by 15 foot square with a emblazoned red dragon. And then I'm going to cast Minor Illusion as a bonus action to cause a roar from the dragon as the dragon starts to slowly move towards him.
Okay. Roll me a performance check. Let's see how believable all that is together.
Does he have advantage because he's disappointed with the rest of us?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try this. I forgot I turned advantage on. I'll just roll it twice. You said performance, right?
Yes, I did.
Not the best.
12. He sees it appear there, and he goes, "Whoa, holy shit. One of you conjure a dragon?" It's an illusion. Damn, Sybil, you got good at illusions, huh?
I don't take credit for it. I just let it exist.
I mean, that's an impressive illusion. I'll say that at least. This hunter guy, I mean, I guess my tech squad might have a little. I'm sorry, guys, but like, you understand adventuring is like real dangerous, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound like a condescending asshole. I just like, you guys haven't. It's been 6 years.
Well, I was farming for most of it.
Right.
Wild is safer than they make it out to be.
Really?
When you have I point to Barnabas, a deity sheltering you. B, I point to myself and Durin, the theater acting as an enclosed space. C, I point to Sybil, creating a cult. And D, whatever the hell fire did with the summer. But Gerald, you know us. You know how fast we hit the ground running when school started. If we have a chance, we just need real combat.
Sybil glares at you, Dressley, when you mention what she was doing in the Feywild.
It's not a secret, honey. If it was on, if the Fey Crossing was pay-per-view, that cult dying is gonna show up.
Yeah, but they have no idea who those people are.
Lenny will kind of chime in and say, you know, I wasn't with all these guys when they were going through their whole escapades and adventures to the Feywild, but I mean, I was at least able to see up close how well they perform. They actually kind of helped and saved me from a couple of rowdy bunch over at Gildarts' place. I mean, Gildarts approved of them.
Gildarts approved of you guys? As it, like...
That we needed more training.
Well, he saw the value.
So, you guys are asking me for a favor then.
We don't want to.
I know. Nobody ever does.
I do. We need this.
I really appreciate your honesty, Sybil. I mean, I might have a few small end missions.
We'll take it.
But guys, you have to realize, like, I can't put you in the public eye at all. I mean, like, if
try for the best, we're absolute disasters of human beings.
And you can't ever admit that you're associated with us.
I mean, if we prove ourselves in the little job that you've got, I mean, because we didn't really have a time to prepare right now. We kind of came in here just looking for a chat. But if we go in with the intention of completing a mission or something, I'm sure we could all perform much better. And of course, if we're not going to be in the public eye, you know, no harm, no foul if we end up not doing so well.
Wait, you're coming along too?
He kind of looks at everybody else.
Yeah, we adopted him.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, man. You guys got to be safe, okay? Like, first and foremost, safety is the utmost thing, because my company's new, right? Like, we're growing, and like, we're doing a lot of good work out there. I mean, we've gone over to the Afriques, like, and used a lot of the money to like rebuild villages of people that got destroyed by devils. Like, we're doing good things out of the public's eye. And if we lose our funding, we can't continue to do that in the same way.
We're not looking for notoriety, Gerard. We're happy for you to take credit for the successes and distance yourself from anything that may not be considered a success in your eyes. You have nothing but the chance and upside.
Honestly, I'm more concerned about something happening to you guys.
Something's already happened to us multiple times. We always find a way back. We always have. What's worse that could happen to us than what happened the last time?
Worst case scenario, we end up in another new decade.
And we would hate to have to go to Terror.
Come on, guys. If you're gonna bluff a little better than that. Terror, I mean, like, they tried recruiting me. But that was after I saved, like, 180 people from a skyscraper that was falling over from an earthquake. I feel like I'm gloating. I'm not gloating, guys. Sorry. All right. Just off the books. You can use the facility for your training and stuff like that. You need help from us, you ask us, okay? But, I mean, first and foremost, other than Pyre and Gerald and Sybil, the rest of you are gonna have to,
Did he just say his own name?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, sorry.
Lenny?
Pyre, Dresley, and Sybil. Other than the three of you, like, if you're going to be hanging out around our facility at all, we need to get you in some better outfits.
I'm wearing my onesie.
Yeah, you are.
And he kind of looks down and sees he's just in like a casual outfit. Goes, I guess I could upgrade a bit.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Whatever it takes. The clothes aren't important to me.
Well, all right then. If that's the case, let's get you guys outfitted with some better stuff. I mean, your equipment doesn't seem like that bad for where you guys are at.
And he
And
hides his broom handle.
I'm gonna have to find some missions that are aligned with you guys. I'm gonna take you through my typical long, tedious description of exactly what it is that we're gonna be getting for you guys to do. Okay, so paper, pen, thank you. Two of them come over, hand him over a paper and pen. So, what types of missions have you all conducted thus in the past?
We fought a hag. We fought a bunch of zombies on the other side of the wall. We fought an immortal serial killer. We worked against
Yes.
a bunch of Fae in the Fae Crossing.
We investigated a hospital. We escorted a body across dangerous terrain. We worked with the police in detaining a deranged scientist. I think those are worded better of what you just said, Durin.
Yeah, there's that too.
Right.
We're the ones who stopped the vegetable situation all those years ago, if you recall.
Yes, I know what you guys achieved in high school.
We technically killed a devil. So
You
We sent
killed a... Wait, go on, Dresley?
We sent him back, and he's like fiends are like Fae, right? They don't die unless you kill them at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we banished him. Would be more appropriate.
I have blown up 3 separate oil company platforms. So espionage and sabotage.
Okay.
I made a trade deal with all the sprites in the Feywild.
We rebuilt an artifact for the Tooth Fairy.
Okay. Okay. Awesome.
We rebuilt an artifact destroyed by a Fey dragon for the Tooth Fairy.
Now, guys, I know we're buddies and all. Like, you're not lying on this interview, right?
No, not at all. That's
No.
100% the truth.
Okay. Okay. I'm just.
World, I cannot lie.
I also
You didn't
got
say it.
the Fey dragon baked as all hell.
I'm gonna have to hear about that afterward. Okay, I'm serious again. I'm serious.
Yes, we beat the Fey dragon through the power of Durin's drugs.
Fire stole from an archfey.
What?
What?
He did?
Pyre.
Sorry, I got back. I just got back. Cat was in a place that almost broke something. What was that question?
Sybil just outed that you stole from an archfey, and now Gerald is asking, what did you steal and how? And this is your interview of proving to him that you guys are not going to die immediately.
So you know how I said that Hunt is sentient, he's intelligent.
Yeah.
So you know how like the elements are like like they're very primal and raw.
Yeah.
So basically, I have that as like a power conductor inside of his chest, and so it's gonna grow and turn into something much more intelligent as time goes on. It's not a norm. That's why I'm saying I want him to experience things because he actually learns.
Pyre, who did you steal from?
I honestly, it's better I don't say. Probably for the best. Keep all of you out of anyone's unfortunate eyesight. What, do you think I was doing fucking nothing while I was in the Feywild? Come on.
Yeah.
You built him and you built a walkie-talkie to your family across the plains. That's a lot.
I mean, that's you know, that's very true. I was doing quite a bit. I just ended up doing a bit of ice in the middle of it.
Sybil and I rescued several Fey from the dungeons of a minor noble of the Spring Court.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I produced an unopened can of Sprite and hand it to Gerard. Gerald.
He takes it. Wow, crisp and refreshing. Nice.
Right?
Yeah, nice.
And there's a circle at the bottom.
Yeah, I see that.
Summons, yeah, it summons sprites.
Exclusive distribution deal with sprites.
Is that why it's called Sprite?
Yeah.
Ah.
We wanted to avoid copyright problems.
Oh.
I guess that would be trademark, not copyright.
Could be both.
Could be.
Okay. So by the sounds of this, liberating people, that's good. Taking out facilities for eco-terrorist purposes, also good. Also good. I'll be honest. Like that's a yes in my book, guys.
At very least as far as doing things.
Yeah. Stealing, apparently good. The Archfey doesn't know that you stole from them, right?
They do not, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
So let's keep it that way.
Durin also invented weed that even Fae enjoy. And you know how fucked up the Feywild is with how much shit's in the air.
That's impressive. Especially since that new fucking organization came out. You guys hear about Dare yet?
Yeah, some stupid kid was throwing it in our faces when he was smoking a cigarette.
Oh my god, kids are so stupid. Yeah.
I offered him weed.
Yeah, there's this religious zealot organization that's trying to get everybody to completely forgo all drugs under all circumstances, saying that they will lead to you doing harder drugs that will kill you.
Sounds like the sort of thing that will statistically lead to more drug use.
Yeah, right? It's that same thing with people putting, like, viewer discretion advice. Yeah, now kids want it more. Like, dumbasses, honestly. But that's not here or there. All right. By the way, Pyre, I DM'd you.
I did see that. I'm reading through it right now.
You're good. Okay, just making sure. All right, so there's a handful of missions that I have on my board that maybe you guys might be capable of handling with your capabilities, okay? Full discretion. You guys already know how we're doing this. So, do any of you guys know Ravel Starwin?
Gesundheit.
Do we have to dig through the handouts?
No, none of you have ever heard of her. She's not famous enough.
No.
And also, oh shit, Lenny, you're the only one I didn't do this for. So when we started this new arc, I asked everybody, like, what is your genre of music for the 90s, what your character listens to? And I'm basing off of knowledge of influencers and famous people based on that. So whenever you want, you can DM me, like, whatever 90s types of music that Lenny would enjoy.
I actually have it on my character sheet. I'll send it to you.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, so Ravel Starwin, she's an up-and-coming bard, very popular with people that are fans of this new animated, like, superhero style TV show things. I don't know, it's weird. She disappeared. She was last seen boarding an airship in Ethercrest with a few high societal nobles. The airship landed safely, everybody disembarked, and the Glamour Guard was responsible to pick her up. She never got off, and based off of all the records and us looking at the facility, she wasn't on it either. Nobody recalls seeing her. She kind of just disappeared. And we're about 2 weeks out from, her deadline for her record company. So, if we don't get that done, we miss out on a little bit of money that the record company paid us, you know?
Reminds me of the starting quest.
Yeah. There's also the Phantom Encore that we named. There's a undead performer has begun appearing on stages across Everglow, delivering hauntingly perfect performances of songs they never wrote. No one knows who or what it is, but its presence seems to drain life from the audience, leaving them exhausted or enchanted into dancing for long periods of time, and it's kind of fucking up their people quite a bit. This is one of those more lower profile missions, because, like, unfortunately, the ones that pay the most are the ones that have the most attention drawn to them in spotlights, you know? So, is it pop punk rock? Perfect, gotcha. There's also the Silent Ovation, where several of our top celebrity clients seem to become silent recently with us in their presence, unable to speak or perform. There's no sign of illness or magic on them. It just seems like they can't perform their tasks. And each of them have one thing in common, and that's them receiving a note called the Standing Ovation Note. And when they open it, they just stop speaking. Sounds like some fuckery afoot, if you ask me. Now, if you guys want to get your hands a little more dirty, we do have the Stolen Spotlight. Our Mirror of Infamy was stolen during a charity gala. Now, the moment we start looking into it, people are going to know it was stolen. We lose credibility. So what we would have you guys do is make sure the public perception is not moved onto us, but speak to the people who were at the gala and get that mirror back for us. Okay? Any of these sound good for you, or do you want to hear about the Infernal Contract, the Midnight Masquerade?
They all sound cool. What do you guys think?
That seems like plenty of choices to start. Yeah. Well,
I think we should go with the first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. The Starwind one sounds like it has a time limit on it, which means it's a chance for us to do things have quick turnaround for you, quick impact that you'll see from us.
Can you ask that question again? I apologize. I was DMing Dead Trees.
Sybil and then I both said the first one.
Okay.
Because that one sounded like I have a time limit, which means it's something we can hopefully get him a quick turnaround on and prove what we're doing.
Considering what happened with freaking the counselor, we're really good at investigating shit, surprisingly.
Yeah? Alright, cool. Then I'm giving you all a temporary licensing to be able to work. You are going to be limited to 3rd level capabilities, okay? Meaning level spells, not level.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, if anything goes awry, I need you guys to sign these contracts. He pushes contracts out to you, just letting it be known that the Glamour Guard is not responsible for any harm that befalls you, as you were commissioned to work alongside us. We are not at liberty to, well, take blame for any incidents that occur on the mission, any bodily harm, anything like that. Sorry, I have to protect everyone else, you know?
Grizzly takes out his reading glasses and just goes over this with a fine-tooth comb.
It's completely understandable. You're kind of putting yourself at risk a little bit by letting us at least prove ourselves. Then he reads through it and signs his legal name, Merlin Fiddlebrand, on there. Hands it back.
All right. Insight check, Dresley.
Oh,
And Lenny,
no.
you're reading through it as well? Insight check.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna be doing the same as well, Brian.
Then
Yeah,
you roll an
'cause-
insight check. Uh-huh.
That's 14.
My God pushed me to learn how to do contracts after learning from Dresley, so
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh! Barnabas coming in with the high roll. Lenny, Dresley? Yeah, checks out. I mean, if you're going to trust anybody, Gerald, right? Sybil, as you're reading through this contract, he discreetly added in another clause. And Barnabas, you read this little tidbit added and snuck in very sneakily.
Must be a big addendum he snuck in there.
There you go. I forgot how to spell some words, so I had to do it a few times.
Telepathically, I'm going to say to Barnabas, there is a clause stating that in the incident of death, the amount of 5,000 gold will be given to the next of kin.
I'll reply back. There's also an additional clause that says if we succeed, we'll be given upfront payment and granted at least 3 more missions after.
That's not what upfront means.
Well, we'll receive 5 months up front.
5 months of payment up front and
Payment
guaranteed
upfront.
3 more missions.
Yes.
Oh, I see. I am going to telepathically communicate both of these to the rest of the party as we're all reading through the contract.
All right. So who already signed while those two were scamming?
Oh,
that?
I did.
Okay.
I already said I did.
Cromwell Turret didn't read it.
I was
Jersey's
told to
smart enough
sign,
not
not
to-
read.
I did not. I was definitely waiting to see some fuckery was happening.
I'm still gonna pass on the information to everybody.
Okay.
As a scribe, Lenny hears this message being cast to him. He goes, "Shit!" He likes
No.
looking over it again. I
No,
missed
you hear this in your mind. This is telepathy. It's not.
Yeah. Like when I hear the message in my mind, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh man, I missed that. That's embarrassing."
Just don't tell any of us you missed it. We don't know. Barnabas will sign. So,
So it's 5,000 gold from our next of kin that they need to pay.
no, it's a death benefit if we
Ah.
die.
So in the event any of you die, your direct next of kin will receive 5,000 gold from the Glamour Guard.
Great. My parents just get richer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I can declare my beneficiary on this form.
There is a section in the back.
Oh,
yes.
good. It all goes to Rosalind then.
Okay.
Yeah, I put down my sister.
I am going to put down Jeeves.
Oh, she does care.
Jeeves parentheses.
Say that in
JK lol.
character. Say that in character. See what happens. Say that in character.
Jeeves parentheses JK lol.
So, is everybody signing then?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I hand it over.
All right. Well, guys, I guess welcome temporarily to the Glamour Guard. We're going to have to pick up my jet and head over to the facility so that we can get you all of the proper information. All right?
Fantastic.
All right. Then
Where is Everglow?
Oh,
As
Everglow?
an out of character, because I don't know that. I imagine we know at least where the town of Everglow is.
Yes, the town of Everglow. Sorry, the city of Everglow. It is one of the biggest musical centers in the country. It's Nashville. Yeah.
All right, so we're heading south.
Yes, sir. And we're going on break as well. We'll be right back.
Good old.
that was the wrong one. We're back, everybody. So, where last we left off. Cottage cheese and strawberries. Okay, then. Way to flex. You guys had just talked to Gerald. He gave you a very real check of reality for what you all were asking. Doing his best not to be disrespectful in the endeavor at all, but also making sure you understand the difficult situation that he is being put in and based off of what you guys desire. However, you did coax him to give you an opportunity to try at a few of the lower level missions that his company picks up.
Tier 1.
Yup. And after your displays and everybody signs the contracts, he is telling you all that you're going to have to pick up with his... I hear music. Yeah.
Letty was saying he didn't hear music. I was just confirming that I do.
It's just me. Something's going on with my stuff, it seems.
Is the tab muted?
No, I muted it and unmuted it just to check. But it's fine. I'll fix it up in the background.
Yeah. So, after you all eat your fill of pizza and soda and wine for some of you. Okay, guys, so time for us to take my jet. Have any of y'all ever flown before?
Does the duck count? Goose?
He said goose, not a duck.
Oh.
Yeah, how much space do you have in the plane?
It's a relatively small jet. It can only really fit like 25 people.
Okay.
That's so much more than needed.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's going to get hard to get him in that door.
Huh. Yeah, and I think the jet flies a little faster than you, buddy. He just glares at him when he says that.
He may have to catch up to us.
Yeah.
Gonna take him like 3 weeks just to get there.
It's all right.
No, he's got the bus.
Can he drive the bus?
That is a big... Just leave the bus with him. Wait, do you need your bus?
I mean, we like the bus.
All right, I'll have a cargo pick it up as well. Do you mind if I just take the keys, leave it with one of my assistants, and we have a lot of hirelings, so they can just take it, drive it over to the plane station, get it filled up into a cargo, and deliver to us next day. Okay?
Before that, I pulled Durin aside. How much drugs are in that thing?
What?
We can leave the bus here. We don't want to go put it through customs.
Guys, come on. I have an adventuring license.
Well, didn't the person go missing here? Didn't
No.
you say they were missing at Aethercrest Estates?
Yes, but I'm taking you all to the Glamour Guard.
Well, I know, but but what I meant by that is I'm assuming we're coming back here in order to do the mission.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if we need the bus, but that's up to you, Dirt. It's your bus.
Oh, by the way,
I mean, we're gonna be coming right back to wherever.
I updated.
Oh God, that's gaudy. It's like Candy Crush.
Yes, it is. It's like Soul Crush.
I'm just gonna send Sir Quacks-a-Lot to hang out at the house.
Whose house?
Our house.
The onion.
The green
The
onion.
green
glass
onion. Okay.
Oh, the glass onion.
Thank you.
Yeah, glass onion.
Stupid extension blocking music.
Rather than trying to figure out how to transport him
All right.
a few hours south.
So, then let's go outside, everybody. And I believe the jet is gonna be out there on the water over there. Can you guys fly or no?
Well, if I bring Sir Quacks a lot, I can.
Yeah, just have him
Depends
drop
how
you
hard you
off.
throw
That'll
me.
be. I mean, I'm not that strong yet, buddy.
Then not very far.
He looks over at you, Lenny. Is there any chance you know how to do fly?
The spell itself, I do not.
Let's fucking walk, guys. What's wrong with just walking through Spellington, right? I haven't walked anywhere in ages.
Or we could drive through Spellington in a bus.
You know what? I'm in.
Bus
He
for the
waves his hand, and now he just looks like a very common person.
What is his definition of common person?
Kind of like a human version of Barnabas. He looks almost exactly like Barnabas' human cousin.
Now you're as bad as my sister.
Guys, come on. I can't, I love the bus. I think the bus looks cool as hell. But,
See the bus.
yeah, I did.
Oh.
I assume it's that gaudy, loud-looking bus out front of the school, right?
No, it's the cool green one.
Yes. So I was falling for like a good 15 seconds out there. I looked.
I understand. You are the leader of a large and respectable guild. You have you need to maintain a certain sense of propriety.
It's really fucking stupid.
Oh, come on, Gerard. You love maintaining an image. Don't lie to me.
I love the attention, but I hate maintaining this image.
For a second, I thought you were talking about the bus, in which case I was going to say, no, you could walk.
Nah, man, I love the bus. It looks sick. I
Are you
assume you
not-
picked it out
Right.
yourself? Yeah? Yes, Sybil?
Are you not the founder of the Glamour Guard?
I am.
Are you not in charge?
I am.
Then are you not in control of the image you put out?
I am in charge of what I can display, but paparazzi's everywhere.
You ever just wear the same shirt multiple days in a row so that they can't really use the photos? Because it looks like they were all taken at the same time.
That is a brilliant idea. Why didn't I think of that? Anyways, let's get in your bus, huh?
Hell yeah.
Now, does your bus have like a couch on the outside of it? Just like attached to it? Oh,
It can
a
deploy,
deployable
like
couch.
with like the awning and whatnot.
Cool, cool. So, you guys do go over
But
there.
as soon as he gets inside, there is a pungence.
Oh, this reminds me of freshman year.
Wow, you remember freshman year?
Yeah, it was kind of noteworthy. A lot of my fellow students and rival died.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh us. Oh, okay.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. He just pats you on the shoulder. Ah, this is nice. Then you go taking off. As you drive, he instructs you to head directly over towards the docks, where you see that there is this landing strip now over on this side that is designed specifically for, well, large vehicles such as planes and carriers. And when you get over to it, you see that it has a sign out front, Glamour Guard Personal Property.
He owns the airport.
He owns the airport, yeah. So, you guys get over into the jet, which is the sickest thing many of you have ever partaked in your entire lives. The seats are all leather. It has this nice red rug over the floor. There is this incredible scent of a little bit of diesel, but it shouldn't be diesel. Pyre at least would know that. But it still just smells good, a little edgy in here. You see that there are these standing pillars that have champagne bottles already chilled sitting inside of them. And, guys, this has a 40-inch TV. That thing has to weigh at least 300 pounds. As bulky and wide as that is. And it has its own surround sound speakers. And you can barely even see the wires going everywhere. The chairs massage you as you sit inside of them. And there's even old-timey crew that come out and meet you all. Captain Dylan, come here. I want you to meet some good friends of mine. You see this dwarven man walks out with 3 large braids in his hair that go separately down and separately to the sides as he's wearing a full captain's uniform for a pilot. Hello? Hi, how are you? Captain Dylan? Hi, Darren. I'm Captain Dylan. You're Durin.
Yeah.
How much
You're
fuel
Dylan.
does this thing burn?
What's the question?
How much fuel does this thing burn?
Oh. That's, when we are using jet fuel, we go through roughly about 10 gallons a minute.
You said when you're using jet fuel. What do you use in the other times?
Oh, we have enchantments on the engines to keep them running and flowing. It's only as an emergency we have the fuel in there, you know, in case there's ever a combat in the skies and somebody can dispel our engines.
Hear that, Barnabas? It's only for if the magic goes out. I massage your shoulders to keep you
Let the smite flow through you.
Very good to hear.
We're very eco-friendly, Barnabas. Believe it or not, your ritual kind of stuck with me all these years. We don't even use real paper.
What do you use then?
Elusive paper.
What does that mean?
Lenny Arcana. Oh, wait, sorry. You're a wizard. I apologize. No, you don't roll for this. Elusive paper is a magical type of paper that is conjured and has the ability to affix magic to it more solidly. It is also what is used in spellcrafting and is the most expensive type of fucking parchment you can get.
Yeah, that's some. He's really dedicating himself to make sure that he's being green, I guess. Because that's not some cheap stuff.
I mean, is that more? I know it's probably not been invented yet, but isn't there paper made from like animal shit or something?
Don't know that one.
Oh, have you never heard of it? This sanitized elephant shit that they make into paper?
No.
You know what? We could do with getting rid of a few trees.
At that point, I'd rather use a tree, honestly.
Why? There's so much of it. It's just falling out of there.
As long as they're replacing the trees they harvest to make the paper is fine.
I mean, why would you need to do that? Just use the shit to fertilize the tree. You can just grow more trees that way. And then cut them down later.
Echo products recycled paper made from elephant poop. He is not wrong.
He's not wrong. I'm worried that
I'm
he's
not lying.
not wrong. That is now something your Google search history has. Congratulations.
It's not the weirdest thing in my Google search. Don't worry about it.
We play D&D, I know. How much does the average teenage girl skin weigh? I promise it's
Context.
Sybil
That's
Shed.
not my search history. That's a Dresley.
Sybil shed her skin. And Dresley wanted to make jerky out of it, so he needed to know the weight.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't regret joining us yet? You will.
That is now and forever in his search history.
Hear you, man. I turned on my VPN in incognito mode for that. There's no record.
Anyways, as the captain greets you all, and also everyone, this is Carla, the stewardess. Yes, Carla, please say hi to all my friends. Oh, hi, all of you. How are you doing today?
You don't recognize these people, do we?
No, you've never met either of them before in your life. They are both much older than all of you. She's an elf that is right at the age where she's starting to get crow's feet.
Dear Lord.
Wow. That's up there.
Yeah. And he's a dwarf who has a little bit of gray. Durin's dad doesn't have gray. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. If you're going to need anything while we are airborne and we are heading off, do not hesitate to ask me at all. Carla, please. They're actually my friends. Oh, okay, awesome. If you need anything, just let me know, okay? And she just walks away and goes sits down. Oh.
Am I left hanging?
She looks at your hand. Looks at you. Really? She'll fist bump you. And awkwardly walk away. I think you're more related to goblins than to me. She walks over and sits down.
Are you using the fucking fair goblins are now fake thing? You fucker.
She got real comfortable when she.
She got real comfortable when she realized that we're not actually important.
And, of course, Captain Dylan will go into the cockpit. Alrighty, everybody, if you can please put your seatbelts on while the label is in the air. It does help us out tremendously. We are about to be airborne here. Takeoff should not take us any longer than just over a minute and a half, at which point we'll be smooth cruising, and within 2 hours we will reach our destination of the Glamored Guard. You guys buckle yourselves in. Or wait, do you guys buckle yourselves in?
I first checked to see if there are any gnome-sized chairs.
There is a high chair, yes.
All right.
Or not high chair. What do they have for that? They have
booster seat.
Booster seat.
Yeah. Because if not, and it's a 3-point seatbelt, I'm gonna have the strap right across my face.
Oh, it's the buckle.
Just the 2-point.
Yeah.
All right.
I buckle my seatbelt and then I sit down.
I've been in a car with Barnabas. I know how to buckle my seatbelt.
Good call.
Yes, I will buckle my seatbelt.
All right. Durin, I need you to give me a strength saving throw as the jet begins taking off. At first, you're pushed back into your chair. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, this feels weird. What's going on? And when you turn your head to look at all of your friends, you begin flipping inside the cavity and start spinning through the air and slam around inside of it. That is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage, Durin. Before the plane rights itself and begins cruising, and you fall down to the ground.
Oh, it's fine.
Buddy, come on. I missed you guys. But yeah, we have 2 hours of cruising up here. Do you guys want to play any Box Boy?
Oh,
You've got Box
uh-oh.
Boy on here?
I have a Box Boy.
Oh, I would love to play.
Yeah. Come over, and he'll show you right next to him. There's like a couch, and he pulls out one of the first edition gray shelled bulky Box Boys.
Lenny grabs it and just like, oh, I've been wanting one of these for so long. You have no idea.
They're a pretty penny, but you know what? Honestly, it is so much fun. They have this game called Tetris. It's amazing.
You know, just the ability to not have to go to the Spell Shock to play.
It's insane. All of these games at your fingertips. And look, I have 4 other games, and he points over at the other cartridges.
How fuming is Pyre right now?
I don't know. I don't think he's listening to us.
Are you muted there, buddy?
He's dealing with the child right now.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Damn it, this was for him. Okay.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's all right. You sit there and you start learning how to play the Box Boy, and oh my god, this Tetris game is so fucking addictive. Is anybody else interested in playing and looking at the game while he's playing with it?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And you guys go and you sit there and look over his shoulder as he's playing with it. Oh yeah, you got to move that one over there. No, you got to collapse it. Collapse it. I need you to roll me an intelligence saving throw. This is to dictate how good at the game you really are.
Wow. Even with advantage. What the heck? My rolls that nat 20 at the beginning of the session.
Really?
cursed me.
Really?
Who was it that cursed me? Somebody said something.
That was
it Sybil?
Pyre.
Was it Pyre?
Wait,
Yeah.
was that Sybil?
No, you said it.
I did not.
No, Lenny said it.
Oh.
I
No,
said something
Durin
like
said
that.
he
but
was
then-
Oregon again.
I'm back. I apologize for the disappearance.
You're good. So what you missed out on is you guys are now airborne inside of the jet. Durin got ragdolled around a little bit, and now Gerald Sway pulls out his Box Boy and is letting Lenny play with it.
Lenny's loving it.
Pi is planning his quiet revenge, but he is staring at it with the Kill Bill sirens going off in the back of his head.
But yeah. Guys, Lenny makes it like to level 3 over the course of an hour. It's, I mean, maybe impressive. None of you have ever played it before. Hey, let someone else take a try with it, man.
Yeah, I hand it off to whoever wants to try it out.
I'll take it.
Uh-oh.
As the only one who's not sitting over your shoulders watching. Oh, sorry.
he's about to
Barnabas
kill
probably
screen
wouldn't be
this.
over his shoulder. But yeah, no.
I'm about to what?
Kill screen it.
Alright.
We'll have to find out. Is this intelligence saving throw?
It's an intelligence save. Let's see how many levels you get.
Okay. I'll use my fucking session advantage. I'm sorry, recap advantage. My bad.
Recap advantage grants you advantage. It doesn't allow you a reroll.
Oh shit, that is so true.
So
Might
13.
Well, 14. Well,
What?
no, you're right, 13. 13.
You rolled
You wanna
before
add your
you
plus
said the
4 to it?
Yeah. I don't have
Flash of Genius yet.
Yeah, Flash of Genius is a level 6, 9.
Oh, jeez. I keep forgetting when these abilities kick in.
Yeah. So, you
I'm gonna do
make it.
anyway.
You almost make it to level 4, but you're still stuck on level 3, Pyre. Ah, damn, close, man, close. You guys are pretty good at it. The highest level I've made it to was 5.
So,
that was
question.
hours. Yeah.
Question real quick. So,
Yeah.
this design is pretty much exactly the same as my design before, right?
What are you talking about?
No, I'm asking you, Joey. Like
Oh, no, their design is bulkier, heavier, less sophisticated.
But at least the internal pots are about the same.
Yeah.
Fantastic. When I get to the last pot, when I about to lose the last level, I want to press a specific set of buttons to actually kill the boy box.
Roll me a Tinker's check utilizing dexterity. If you're proficient in sleight of hand, you have advantage.
BA, start, select, up, down, up, down.
This I will use my recap advantage on.
It's
24.
Yeah.
No, wait, Durin, what's your passive? 22. No! Nobody notices. Pyre, very quick-fingered, like, as he's looking it over, pushes a few buttons, keeps playing, and then the screen just blinks and is frozen.
What the hell? I was at near the...
What the hell?
You know what? I did hear that these things have a really bad lifespan.
No!
Oh man.
What are we gonna do with the next 30 minutes of our flight?
Let me give it a try. I asked for the boy box and tried to see if I could cast mending, which would do nothing because there's nothing physically wrong with it.
Oh man, you know what? How about this? I'll take it and I'll see if I can't do something about it.
Roll me a deception check on that one.
Please, for the love of God.
Does he have
11.
advantage because of the giant robot he built?
No, this is a deception check. He knows that Pyre can do shit, but he just looks you in the eyes, Pyre.
Well, Pyre, you don't have to
And
worry about
takes
it.
it.
Pyre's got his own.
Oh, wait, so you can replace the one you just broke?
No, I left it back at home.
Takes it back from you. You guys already starting to break my shit, and I just brought you in under my umbrella.
I didn't do anything, okay? It just broke on its own.
Well, you were the one holding it when it broke on its own.
And I was the one just playing the game. It just broke on me in the middle of the game. I can't fucking control that now, can I?
Wait a minute, Gerard. By your logic, that means if the fact that we stepped on this plane means we're gonna crash.
What?
what?
I
What-
look.
what?
I look through the camera.
What are you talking about?
What?
What? I
Huh?
don't ignore him. I think he hit his head on the archway coming into the plane.
Yeah, okay.
I look to see how much wine Dresley has drank by this point.
Good point. There was a bottle of champagne sitting there, Dresley. Is
Yeah,
there still a
champagne.
bottle of
Giant
champagne?
bastard.
Okay, the bottle of champagne is gone.
My
Bubbly.
my sabotage war with the boy boxes has begun. No one will be any the wiser.
These things cost 100 gold a piece, right?
The boy box? I think it was 100, 200?
Yeah.
Whatever
Let me
it
s-
is, we got one free.
Lenny's all bummed because he's like, dang, man, I finally had an opportunity to play. Oh, well. I'll save up.
Maybe another time.
Hey, don't worry. If you guys prove yourselves well, you'll make more than enough money to be able to buy your own, okay?
Perfect.
I know a guy. You can get them right off the line, okay? Just let me know.
Wait, off the line.
Yeah, I have a...
manufactured?
Yeah, I know where they're manufactured.
I've always wanted to see where these things are built. I have a very big sort of fascination with them. Where are they built?
You successfully save... The fuck was her name?
Who are you talking about?
More specific, Joey. His partner?
You successfully save Ravel Starwin. And I'll tell you, and I'll even take you to the factory. All right?
Do you know who? Wait, if you know the factory, that means you must know who the creator of all this is, right?
Yeah, of course.
I want to meet him.
I'll try, but that might be a little harder. We'll see. The best I can give you is I'll try, you know?
Well, you know, if you can introduce me to your friends, and then maybe I can become friends with your friends, maybe something can happen. You know what I mean?
Let's put our pants on one leg at a time, shall we?
All right. I'm getting ahead of myself. Listen, I'm just excited. These
I
things,
know, dude.
they fascinate me.
Oh, they're
And the
so
fact-
cool, aren't they? And you're a big
Yes.
tech guy. I'm sure you could probably get so much inspiration from this thing.
Oh, absolutely. I've gotten. Yeah, you know what? I thought about this for a while. Man.
Your nose starts bleeding a little bit.
But his hair, like Genasi's, like it starts like fucking flaming a little bit. Actually, for the first time, he's like, yeah, that's fucking wild, isn't it?
Just to add fuel to the fire, Lenny starts giving him like information about the game. The boy box is like, oh, if you knew, you could actually get all these different kind of cartridges and put them in there, and you don't have to go to the arcade.
And the cartridges range from 2.5 megabytes to 3 megabytes. They're huge. I don't even know if that's a lot for these games either. Maybe kilobytes?
They weren't even megabytes when the original Game Boys came out.
They were kilobytes because floppy disks were only kilobytes too.
Yeah.
Just picture this. One of those floppy disks capped out at like 25. K.
I is now mentally starting a list. You just made the list, bitch. No, not him. He's but now. Better not.
So, as you guys are flying through the air, just shooting the shit a little bit, enjoying the strawberries that are still on here, and the bananas and the peaches and the coconuts, because, you know, he has all mixtures of different fruits. There's even passion fruit and dragon fruit. It's just weird fruit, but honestly, it's good weird fruit. You hear the captain? Alrighty, everybody. Buckle yourselves in this time. Durin, I'm talking to you directly. Sit down, then buckle yourself in, okay? And we're going to be descending, which is far more dangerous than ascending, okay? Durin, are you listening?
Yep, I think I did it right.
Can someone check Durin?
I will check Durin.
Durin, did you do it right?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yes. And the plane begins descending. As it goes all the way down to the ground, inevitably, it reaches its final destination. You step outside of the jet, and you can see the Glamour Guard headquarters. Impossible to miss. The 5-story neon-lit fortress of fame stands as a beacon of luxury and excitement in the heart of this city. The entire structure gleams under the daylight, its polished obsidian and marble facade catching the sun just right, making the entire building shimmer. Flashing arcane billboards cycle through advertisements for famous bards, upcoming fashion galas, and top-tier adventurers for hire. All stamped with the Glamour Guard's dazzling crest. A gilded masquerade mask set against a field of cascading stardust. As you peer at this monolithic building, you see that you are on a private runway that the jet just parked on, and the captain steps out and begins walking along all side of you over to the facility. As you walk up to the front door, the gold-trimmed double doors swing open automatically. A wave of cool air greets you, carrying the scent of fine perfumes, fresh-cut roses, and the faintest hint of expensive cigars inside the lobby. There is a dazzling spectacle of marble floors inlaid with golden sigils, chandeliers shimmering with captured constellations, and enchanted floating spotlights illuminating the space in a way that makes everyone look just a little more flawless. This place is buzzing with energy. Celebrities, high-profile clients, and elite adventurers rub shoulders in this sanctuary of stardom. A group of famous bards, their instrument cases slung over their shoulders, chat loudly in the corner, laughing over drinks that sparkle in their glasses. A regal elf noble, her gown adorned with glowing gemstones, is mid-discussion with an agent about increasing her personal security detail after a recent scandal that may arrive. Across the way, a pair of well-dressed Minotaur bodyguards exchange secretive glances as they watch over a lounging orc socialite, absently flipping through a book of glamour spells. At the far end of the lobby, an enormous mission board pulses with enchanted parchments, each listing assignments ranging from VIP escort duty for a bardic icon to retrieve a stolen artifact from a rogue illusionist. A separate section, guarded by a halfling in a pinstrip suit with glowing cufflinks, is marked Blacklist Operations, confidential access only. As you stand in this main foyer, all of you are a little starstruck with the glamour and glitz of the Glamour Guard. Welcome.
This is it's quite a place here. You got.
Yeah, it's coming along nicely. Coming along nicely.
How long have you had this guild already?
3 years.
Oh, wow.
When we started, we were a simple one-story building studio. And we upgraded as we got more and more clients, more and more employees. And you see many of the socialites just go, "Oh, Gerald, hello. Gerald, baby. Hi, hello. Pleasure to see you all. Hi. Hello, how are you?" He looks over his shoulder at all of you. When you're dealing with socialites, if you greet them 3 times, they're much more welcoming to you. It's how they all talk for some reason. Hi, hello, how are you? He walks...
Darren, hi, I'm Darren. Hi, I'm Darren.
A random socialite just looks at you and goes, "Aw, poor baby." Then just keeps walking.
He's just a child.
He's just a child. Ah.
Even dwarven children have beards down to their ankles.
So, as you all walk up to the front desk, he sits there for a moment, and then you look down and you notice that there's footsteps on the marble. And he just seems to be avoiding eye contact with that specifically.
Can I check to see if there's an invisibility spell, like keeping somebody hidden?
Roll me an Arcana check. 20. Nothing like that, but there is some type of spell placed upon the footsteps. And when you notice that, he makes eye contact with you and just nods.
I nod back. I still don't know what it is, but I'm like, yeah.
Step on the footprints.
I kind of go, all right. I start to step on the footprints and try to get right in the center, imagining they're medium-sized footprints.
Yeah, so they're just oversizing you. Now this is what I love to see. You hear over a crystal clear intercom system. New faces walking into my palace of perfection. Welcome, darlings, to the Glamour Guard. Please check your weapons at the door, but keep your charisma sharp and your secrets sharper. You hear his voice come over the intercom immediately, as he just smiles proudly at that. Yeah. Yeah.
So you put a magic mouth in indents on the floor?
Yeah. Listen, it took me a whole year of casting that spell, okay? It was worth it. But anyways, we have so many different things that we can get to today, guys. But firstly, we need to get you into a meeting. So, shall we go talk with the fortress supervisor, the satellite's offices? Oh, those are the office of Master Pardons. Shall we go talk to Nick?
Nick Flask?
Yeah.
Well, you have kept most of your party in the... They make up all of your senior officers?
All right, I know what you're thinking. Nepotism. And you're right.
Hey, Lord knows I understand nepotism and the benefits and inherent deficiencies within, so...
I mean, yeah. And he just starts walking. He brings you over to an office area where you see Nick looking considerably older, but still a little boyish in his ways, sitting there. The human Nick Flask, as he looks at his desk filled with various different contraptions that he's working and tinkering on right now, and he looks over at all of you guys. Well, I'll be damned. They were real. Hey, I know we didn't really talk much back in high school, but I certainly knew all you guys. Except you. Who are you? He points at you, Lenny.
I'm new to the group.
Well, all right then.
His name is Lenny.
Lenny, pleasure to meet you. Nick Flask.
Reaches up, shakes his hand.
Yep. I am the demolition and tactical entry expert of the Glamour Guard. So, what brings everyone in today? Oh, so we're going to be setting them up with a few missions that they're going to be working with us on. Some of the more lower tier ones, you know, as they're getting situated. Right, could I see your licenses, everybody? Just need to check you into our system.
6 years dead.
Right, but you have a license, right? No, we're giving them temporary license. Did you get a demonstration from them? Yes, I did. Well, all right. If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for me. And he just smiles and looks at all of you guys like... So, we have a handful of different missions that we're working on right now, and there's a few of them that are a bit more time-sensitive. I can go through the list of the ones that we have. Don't worry, Nick, I already did that for them. Operation Velvet Sky. Ooh. Operation Velvet Sky. Okay.
I was gonna wonder. Which one was that? That's what I was gonna ask.
That was the one you guys picked up. The missing celebrity who was on the airship. So,
Okay.
I assume you need the whole spiel.
Any information you can provide will just make it that much faster for us to resolve this.
Perfect. He takes out some folders and hands them. Everybody take a sheet, pass it around. We only have one sheet worth of information all in all of this, okay? Which reminds me, handout. Operation Velvet Sky. So, a few weeks ago, we had a lady who was going to be under our protection enter into the airship Celestial Riviere. When they entered into the grand scale luxury airship, when they entered into this luxury airship, they were met with a bunch of elite, aristocrats, and eccentric, high-profile individuals. The size of the ship was 400 feet long, 80 feet wide. The deck had 3 levels, the main deck, the upper deck, and the private suites. Passenger capacity, 150 guests, 50 staff on board. Security was 12 on-board house guards, all from noble families. So very reputable, very clearance-heavy, very well checked. A magical stabilizing ballroom where gravity shifts subtly to enhance dances and performance is one of the only magical features on top of the airship other than the vintage style propulsion systems that allow it to stay hovering in the air and move across. You guys remember those old, like centuries ago, they had these flying ships that would fly around? It's one of those things. So think typical fantasy airship.
Okay.
It departed in the Ethercrest Grand Docks, which we own and operate. It stopped one time at the Cloudpiercer Spire, which is a trading hub. It then stopped at the Sylphmere Oasis, a hidden, floating, Feywild adjacent treat. And the final destination was the Argent Summit, the prestigious summit for political and economic alliances, where we were supposed to pick her up, and she did not arrive. Now, here we go. I'll show that all the details of the ship to you guys. Now, the woman we are looking for is Ravel Starwin. Okay? She was an up-and-coming pop idol. Very... He just looks at Pyre like once and then twice. Very popular with the nerds of the world.
You had to really think about that one, didn't you?
I was judging on how tactful I should be. Oh, I didn't offend you, did I?
No, not at all.
Okay, then. Mainly, the music isn't that bad. But she did not arrive. We do know of some of the noteworthy passengers that were on the ship. Duchess Esmerella Valcrest, a sharp-tongued elven aristocrat, rumored to be escaping an arranged marriage. We know this rumor may or may not be true because she is currently commissioning us to keep this entire thing under wraps. You might have seen her when you were just downstairs. You recall the elven woman who was talking discreetly to a couple of their employees? Lord Darius Hawthorne, an aging war hero who retired to nobility after leading the famous campaign against sky pirates over in Europia. He travels with a single steel suitcase everywhere he goes, which is heavily warded against any forms of detection. There was the Marquis Eldon Fairbrook III, a renowned industrialist and financier suspected of funding illegal alchemical researches. His presence on the airship suggests perhaps some political maneuvering. And the last person who was on the ship is Baroness Viola Calloway. Everybody who has a noble background or noble adjacent background, roll me history check.
Lenny's a noble.
At least adjacent.
I'd count as adjacent, right?
Do you think you were raised how nobles were raised? Or around them and watching? I'm letting you decide. Okay. Yeah.
Probably not, no.
Yeah. I'm not saying no. It's just you decide.
Durin would think so, but the player does not.
Okay, then. So. Wait, one of you didn't roll. Who is among that?
Oh, should I? Okay.
Yeah, you're adjacent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how adjacent you were thinking, but okay.
I mean, you had hired security, a chauffeur.
Listen.
You had dance
okay.
classes.
Sure.
He gets him.
Yeah. You don't have the noble title, but let's be real.
And of course, nat 20 after you say that.
Yep. Perfect. So all three of you kind of take a step back as you hear that portion of it. Baroness Viola Calloway is one of the world's most famed opera singers. Barnabas, despite your dad's rough exterior, he and your mom would take time away from the farm each year to hear her perform at any Grand Coliseum that happened within 100 miles of your farmhouse. They were huge fans of how passionate her singing was, though they never owned any records because, and I quote your father here, you do not disrespect her voice by making a mockery and replica of it. Lenny and Sybil. She is that famous. She is that high societal. Anybody who is anybody in high society wants to meet her because how amazing she is. She is also to blame for many different other opera singers losing their voices mysteriously on sets, or so it's rumored. The two of you know she does not like competition from people remotely as good as her.
Wow, Joey, you really just made Clue, didn't you?
And
Is there
here,
a singer in Clue?
Mrs.
Death on
Peacock.
the River Nile is also an option.
So, those are the noteworthy passengers that were aboard the ship, the people of interest that we have to be looking into. Lastly, there is the staff. Captain Lysander Vale, a meticulous and well-respected airship captain, known for his no-nonsense attitude and legendary zero-incident record. However, given what happened, his zero-incident record is now in question. And there's a rumor now going around that he once survived an airship hijacking that never made it to official records. His first mate is Rosalind Keel, a former sky smuggler turned legitimate officer. Friendly individual, however, I noticed last time I was in her midst that she always keeps a dagger concealed in her boot at all times. The chief engineer, Gavrin Finwick, is a gnomish genius, supposedly, who is responsible for the arcane propulsion system and seemed like a nervous guy when I was looking through the ship around that area as well. So just keep that in mind. And the person that I spent the most time looking into was Security Chief Brandis Wraithmore. He was the personal guard for Lord Fairbrook, but his loyalty seemed split between the noble and some other interesting party that he was protecting in my investigation. Now, she went missing somewhere on the ship between the 3 stops. 2 stops and a destination. And these are the only people noted that had anything to do with her on the ship. Now every
And
time
news of her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let me finish this one last bit. And every time we get closer to start investigating, they seem to get quieter, concerned that we're going to point a finger at them and ruin their reputation. In high society, reputation is everything. We're not there to ruin anyone's reputation unless they are to blame for her disappearance and or murder. Murder is not off the table. Go on.
And news of her disappearance wasn't noticed until the final stop. Who was it that reported the disappearance?
We reported the disappearance as we waited on the dock and she did not arrive. I went up and spoke with the captain directly. He noted that all of the passengers were departed, and I immediately conducted my investigation upon the ship. We had 2 of our guards waiting outside, so there was no way for her to have snuck off or anybody to have snuck her off without us being able to see it. I then spoke with the remaining individuals that were on the ship, which was just the staff, and I tracked down the other noteworthy nobles and VIPs and had a thorough investigation into each of them. But I wasn't able to break any of the laws of personal privacy and yada 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 stupid shit.
You know, we've been out of touch for a few years. Is this ship equipped with cameras?
No, this is a vintage vessel. It is fully restored, and all of the dealings on the ship are made in the, well, what we are calling the fantasy era. It is the theme of the ship itself to always be like that. What were you about to ask? Go on.
I was going to ask about the other 2 stopping points. Do they have any, like, recording or sentinel, like, places that could confirm that she did not depart on any of the other 2 sites?
Nobles usually prefer their discretion, so they try to make sure things like that are not there. However, we did check the records of who checked into their hotels and who departed. When you get off at any of these stations, you do have to check in. She never checked in or out of the vessel. Or sorry, she only checked into the vessel. She never checked out.
How long ago was this trip?
4 days.
4 days.
Or how long was the trip, or how long ago, Barnabas? Did you?
My question was how long ago, but how long is another good question.
The trip going from one to the other stop was a 2-day long cruise. Now, they are getting the ship operational for another cruise that is going to be departing the Ether Crest yet again. Same route, and many of the same passengers, including those nobles and VIPs I just mentioned beforehand. This cruise, however, is going to be coming here, lastly, but it is not their final stop. There will be one additional stop after that, where they are going all the way to Europa, which will make the cruise last an additional week longer.
So did that ship go directly from Argent Summit back to Aethercrest?
After our investigation, it flew back, yes.
Why are all the same passengers flying on it again? I get if they're all now taking a trip to Europe, but why the first path through?
The novelty of this vessel is something that makes a lot of high societal people interested. The fact that it is fully themed and furnished as a fantasy flying ship. That era is something that many people aspire to, deeming it as the great era, even though people were dying of, orc attacks, goblin hordes.
Everyone always sees history as the better path. No one ever remembers the bad parts, only the good.
Yep.
Is the use of any form of teleportation permissible, even just by staff, to move food, laundry, whatever else, from one side of the ship to another?
Everyone on the staff, aside from Finwick, the engineer, is only a hireling. None of them have legal permissions to be utilizing any high-level magics.
What about any of the guards?
Each of the guards were checked and cleared. Many of them had flawless histories and records. But they were all adventuring license guards that were hired by the socialites.
Were any of the socialites known adventurers? Other than probably Lord Hawthorne?
Just Lord Hawthorne.
I don't suppose there's a diagram of the ship.
Well, funny you should ask that.
You were just waiting, weren't you?
I mean, kind of. I have to be ready for you guys to do a lot of shit, you know? Here, let me turn off dynamic lighting and all that other shit. He will use minor illusion and show you the 3 different levels of the ship. Now, keep in mind, airships don't give me that many different options for customization. Imagine there's a lot more rooms. And obviously, top, lower deck, bottom deck.
To keep with the antique or ancient theme, they didn't make too many modifications to the layout of the ship then.
That is correct. Only thing fully modernized and restored is the propulsion system, and that is 100% handled by Finwick.
How the ship moves is only handled by one person.
He's the chief engineer. He is the one who did the modifications, but it is handled and operated by the crew underneath him.
What makes you say that the security chief has split loyalty?
While we were looking into everybody, I checked by a few of the guest rooms, and I saw him lurking about watching. I approached him and questioned about this, and he said he was just walking around having an enthusiastic time. But every time I would approach towards a couple of rooms that nobody ever answered, he would be there watching. Now, these were unknown third-party guests that joined up on one of the other locations, and there was no written record about them. Certain people do ask for that level of discretion. But if he was that protective of them when they're no longer underneath his call, his loyalty is in question.
Okay.
DM, I have a question.
Yes?
With my background of being a movie buff, would I be aware of, like, are there, like, secret compartments on, like, the cargo hold for, like, smuggling and all that shit from, like, a fantasy area?
I mean, there's always a smuggling bay in all of the movies that you see, but to have specific knowledge is thieves' tools.
I have proficiency in these tools.
Yes, Derek?
Could I assist as I also tend to smuggle? I might have some
You
insight
can
as to where
help
they would
him.
store.
Yeah, thieves' tools utilizing wisdom. You're being assisted.
You have smuggling compartments on your bus.
I have smuggling compartments on my person.
It's a 23.
23. Looking at the vessel, there is design and schematic for an even lower deck, presumably something meant for storage. But because of its design, a ship like this having that top bracket that is detachable means they could store something very big down inside and utilize a crane to pick it up and remove it. And notably, there's no record of cargo anywhere, which usually is something that you should check when it comes to, missing persons.
And just to be clear, you guys you checked all the rooms and public areas. Did you check the cargo hold?
Yeah, of course we did.
Okay, but did you check the cargo hold, or did someone tell you that the cargo hold was checked?
We checked it. Well, me. I was the only person looking through the entirety of the ship.
Okay.
I left my other 2 men outside.
And while you were there, it didn't seem like it matched 1-to-1 to this schematic.
No, it matched. I mean, yeah, it matched. Just
You hesitated. Why? Something a little smaller?
I only saw one staircase on the lower deck. One staircase left side, no staircase right side. And this is why I pulled up from the schematics from the government officials who handle skyships. DOD.
Skyport Authority.
Skyport Authority. There we go. Thank you.
Right. So we have official documents that show a staircase that doesn't exist. Who knows what other secrets were changed after the blueprint?
When the ship makes stops at the Cloud Piercer and the Oasis, how long do these stops last?
That is a great question. Let me get that information for you.
Yeah, because the Cloud Piercer for sure, it says it's a sky-high trading hub. I'm assuming cargo would probably come off and come on.
The stop occurred at 3 o'clock in the morning at the Sky Piercer Spire, and they departed again at 6 o'clock in the morning. So they were there for 3 hours. Then at the Sylphmore Oasis, it arrived at 7 p.m. and took to the skies again next day at 6 a.m.
Three hours is a pretty good sized window to potentially get somebody into any potential piece of cargo and get them off the ship.
Or even the reverse.
Yeah. Because your only full ability to check the departure of all of the guests was at the final destination while you were waiting for the missing party to arrive with you.
Correct.
So there wasn't full attention being made for the first and second stop. Was there a shipping manifest that showed what cargo was removed, added?
We asked for a shipping manifest, but they told us that the only thing received on was for certain guests. Nothing was already on the ship for them shipping to or from any of the locations. The manifest was blank. Just the dimensions of the crates. For the guests, we had 3 foot by 2 foot by 6 foot. We had 4 4x4s. And then we had a 10 by 4 by 10.
Joey, correct me if I'm wrong, but that first measurement, 3 by 2 by 6, is that like a casket length? My brain is like trying to picture that.
Yeah, that's about common size.
Yes. Anybody proficient in woodworkers or medicine would know that.
Or just anyone who's really fucking creepy.
Perfect size for a body.
Yep, creepy. So, no, it's just the medicine.
What is the race of the missing party again?
She is half elf.
Oh, I guess good question. Do we have a photo of the person missing? I assume as a pop star there is an image.
Yes.
Or at least a description.
Yes, and unfortunately, my bot cannot generate that image for me. More or less, think of any type of J-pop idol from the 90s.
Was there J-pop in the 90s?
Yes, there
It didn't
was.
really hit here that hard.
No, that's why only the nerds liked it.
I was
Brother.
gonna say, I don't remember any.
Brother, it's Japanese pop. So there's gonna be hip hop over in Japan.
Yeah.
I was alive in the 90s, and I don't remember any of that.
Well, yeah,
think it's
because you were
called-
in America.
I think it's called City Pop, isn't it?
City pop?
I don't remember what the actual name of it is.
Possibly.
Something like that.
But yeah, half elven Japanese lady. Pyre, you hang out in nerd corners because technology. You're not a nerd anymore, technically. Yeah, you recognize her. A lot of people play her music at all of the tech shops and different locations that you've stolen materials from in the past. It's not bad music. It's pretty good.
It's just not bad. I mean,
Always
I don't listen to
uplifting.
it- Yeah, I don't listen to her devoutly, but I've heard her music. She's all right.
I'll take your word on that.
I mean, you don't seem like a music type of person anyway.
That's a
but-
fair point, actually.
And the manifest only brought these items on. They never, not even the item, not even whatever that was in them was ever brought off.
They were noted as brought on and then removed upon departure of the guests.
So they left with the guests.
Correct. Now, Ravel has a very important studio date that she has to make in the near future. We have 6 days for her to be in the studio and working on her album finish, or else she's going to lose that contract, and we lose a lot of money due to that. And, not to mention, the poor woman's life might be in danger. We should probably fucking help her, right? Like, decent, human decency.
Yeah, seems like the right call.
Like, I hate to use human decency, but, humane decency.
It sounds like you're saying the same thing but fancier.
Yeah, more or less.
Could I make a quick check? Is I guess popularity in opera dwindling at this time?
Oh, I mean, even when you were a kid, opera was like unbearable to listen to. Like, unless you're fancy pants, type of person who's like, yes, I like the consistency of the music and them doing the generational and the artistry of it. Those types of people really like it. But realistically, there's no reason to be that enjoyed by opera unless you actually respect the craft.
And Ravel, has she been famous? Is she growing in fame?
You never heard of her before, but apparently Pyre's heard of her. Or were you asking him, or like just asking knowledge?
Yeah, I can ask Pyre and say, has she been growing in fame recently?
I mean, all the shops are playing her music. I'd imagine she's at least, getting a steady income of fans just from that. But I mean, obviously, if she's popular enough for all the tech shops to be playing her, I imagine she's, of a significant amount of stardom to be in the position.
This showing that she's supposed to be having in a number of days or so. What was the name of it again? The location?
That she's supposed to be at in a few days?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a studio here.
Oh, it's just a studio. It's not like a concert or anything.
No. She has a studio appointment to keep up with.
Oh, okay. Just trying to see if maybe it was this location that had refused opera to be played there in favor of this pop singer.
Well, unfortunately, being in the limelight as we are, our organization is outside of the realm of being able to find any additional information because of suspicion. But you all aren't affiliated with us.
No, we're just independent contractors.
Yeah, nobody needs to know you're affiliated with us, right? Right?
Right? That's the plan.
Yep. All
Right.
I knew I always
Nope.
liked you, Barnabas.
Nobody knows unless it's successful, and that it was somebody else on your team that did it.
What? It's, I mean, maybe not that level of extreme. I mean, we got to give them credit where credit's due, right? We're not going to be just
No.
pieces of shit, right? Like, they don't want it, and we are more than happy to take it. But we will label it as independent contractors working with us. That seems kind of scummy, Gerald.
Remember that time when we got our asses kicked at a hospital and we had to get moved off campus?
Yeah, that happened right before you guys died.
Yeah, that was because there was an immortal monster hunting us. And they're
What?
still out there.
A mortal monster? What do you...
We chopped off its head and it put it back on.
A lich.
Not quite.
Not as magic.
Oh,
You remember the part where we did survive?
yeah.
Not a lich.
Come on, you guys would survive a lich, right? Like, come on.
Let's put it this
We
way.
died 5 times.
Oh.
Let's put it this way. The night we got our asses kicked, terror was called in and it avoided them.
Okay, so discretion is what you guys want for now. I got it. Okay, just making sure. Hey, Gerald, when I originally signed up, Gerald and I agreed that I'll be a moral check for him. Since, well, yeah. So I'm being the moral check. All right, that's all.
Just so much work. I remember Gerard when he was 14. I can't imagine him now.
Yeah, with as much money as he has now. Oh, it's fucking exhausting, but worth every minute. We do some good stuff. Did he tell you about a Freese? We rebuilt a village out there? Oh, yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Not to mention, I'm currently sponsoring 6 different, what do you call that? Dramatic arts institutes for high schools. Can you believe people are trying to defund the arts? It's fucking ridiculous.
They're doing what?
People are trying to defund the arts.
That's stupid.
Right?
Is that another thing that principal's doing?
Principal. Kavanaugh. Oh, fuck that guy. He had it out for me, I swear. That dude was such a dick.
We've
And,
heard.
I mean, he tried to adjust the school budget, but luckily us here, we're making sure that the arts are never going to leave Spellington.
Barnabas, you hear in your mind, this virtue signaling is making me nauseous.
Everyone has their thing, I guess.
Look at me, I'm doing so good.
I'm such a great person.
Villages, and I saved 200 people from a collapsed building.
Yeah, and Sybil sacrificed 200 people.
20, thank you.
Oh yeah, you need to get those numbers up.
Rookie numbers.
All right, I guess I can find a building with the ship. I could bring the ship down.
The whole
let's,
shit.
Let's tread lightly on buildings coming down in the 90s. Yeah.
No, go to the 90s and the 2000s.
A lot of shit happened in the 90s.
Oh, I know.
I'm holding my tongue.
I think we all are.
All right. Does anybody else have any other questions for him before we start our investigation proper?
I guess the best question is, when is the plane supposed to... When are we supposed to get on the plane?
Oh, you guys are planning on getting on the plane to do the investigation? I mean, well, they're posed to leave tonight. Tickets sold out a while ago, but I mean, if you can talk to the Duchess, perhaps you can get yourself invited onto it.
Wait, okay, hold on. Above board, how are we supposed to figure out what happened to her by not getting on the plane?
I'm not assuming you guys are doing anything. He's just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I will. Okay, I'll stop.
They might be expecting us to Rain Man this shit from the photos and whatnot. Which, keep on expecting.
Especially since the ship is already underway to have another voyage, any kind of clues that were left are most likely gone. So the only information we might be able to have.
Continue.
Yeah, that's true. The secret, if there's a secret door somewhere.
The literally secret staircase that we found out is not on the blueprints, or is on the blueprints and not on the boat.
That's right. Yeah.
I keep saying boat.
Yeah.
Airship.
Yeah.
Now, remember to be careful, everybody. Come on. This is not that hard of a mission. Seriously. They'll be fine. Remember to be careful, everybody, please.
Oh yeah, we have a long track record of that.
We just a newspaper from a week later says luxury airliner crashes into mountain.
Only 6 survivors, or 5 survivors.
Wait, how many does Featherfall catch? That's the important question.
I think it's 5, isn't it?
Oh no.
I'm just gonna.
It's all
have...
right.
Yeah?
I can just roll right before I hit the ground and negate any fall damage.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Is that how that
At a
works?
certain point, you hit terminal velocity.
I saw
mean-
some guy with the sword and shield and green tights do it once, and it worked. So
It happened in that movie, you know?
yeah.
I've heard if you set off a fireball right before you hit, that the shock wave will actually stop you.
I heard if you set off an explosive at your feet and then jump at the same time.
Yes.
This is the shit
We
that
call this
happens-
double
Stay
jumping,
buried.
Durin. Double
And
jumping.
this is
I-
the shit that happens in the breaks that takes us a half hour to get through.
Yeah. I cast minor illusion of a puddle of water. Do I reduce the damage?
Just minor illusion of mattress to catch you.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll be safe.
So we need to
All right,
find our
okay.
own. So we need to find our own way onto the ship, is what you're telling us.
He has granted you the information before you. How you wanna skin this pig is your business. I think that's the expression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody more persuasive than me needs to convince this Duchess to let us join her party.
Lenny slowly turns to look at Sybil.
I was expecting Dresley just to assume he's the most charismatic. So
Oh, did you not see him adjusting himself?
I did.
Okay.
But he didn't say anything.
I suppose you could all be my entourage.
I also have a plan that might work.
Ooh, what's that?
Care to share?
I sell drugs. And parties are
bribe the guards with
She's a
Off your
duchess. She
bag.
doesn't need to buy weed. She has people for that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but we could talk to her people and get on that way.
yeah.
I have to admit, the drug dealer for a party barge is really not a terrible angle.
Okay.
We need on this ship. Can't
I'm
come
not saying
on.
it's plan
Produce his
A.
bag.
I'm just saying it is a plan.
I'm agreeing with you.
That's a backup plan for sure.
So Dresley looks to Sybil. Do you think we can two-time this?
Pardon?
Is that what you guys are calling it?
Did you just say burn him?
No,
That's
I said
what-
pardon.
Oh, okay. I heard burn him. I'm sorry. I just.
Well,
Between you and me, do you think we could pass off a noble to getting us on this boat? I keep saying boat because it's right in front of me.
It's an airship.
Yeah.
It flies.
It's even got little jets on it.
Look at it. It's totally flying.
The water's just thousands of miles down.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll welcome your help so long as you stay quiet.
It's no way to talk to an ex, Sybil.
Oh, don't say that in front of Gerard.
His eyes glow from the gossip.
He has the event on. He's waiting for the event on pay-per-view.
No. Okay. 1 second. He runs into the other room, comes back with a
Time-stopping
bag.
so he can watch the whole thing.
He's not that powerful. Come on. He comes back with a bag of popcorn. Continue.
No, you'll want to watch it. You don't want spoilers.
No, he wants the tea now. He wants the tea that's being spilled now.
I just want to enjoy this drama. Continue. Yes, of course, he will share with you. Oh, and dude, it's the weirdest thing. It's like slightly buttered popcorn with garlic salt. And I don't know if you've ever tried that or not. It is fucking phenomenal.
I bet.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, I'll be your wingman. Do you think you can schmooze talk this lady?
Yes, I will speak to her. Barnabas, you hear in your head, sleep with your eyes open.
You hear your response back, the Green Man protects.
You were gonna say I'll be your Huckleberry.
I hope he has another resurrection in his pocket.
Always prepared.
Not even one eye, both eyes. Keep both of them open.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so Sybil and Dresley, what's your plan here?
Actually, I am wearing fine clothes. I was gonna ask about an outfit, but I already have an outfit.
Your outfit's always
I
fine.
will need an actual suit. because I'm just wearing armor.
Oh, go down to our armory. We have suits.
I just came up with a play, but it's a last resort kind of play.
So
Yes, Dressly can be my arm candy, and the rest of you will be my entourage. So you need to look the part.
Oh, what's? I will attempt to match what Sybil's wearing.
Sybil, what are you wearing?
She is wearing the same outfit that she was during the Fae Crossing dance portion.
Oh, we got to keep those? I thought they got away after that.
Well, you guys just left, so like it's just there. Yeah.
Oh, then I guess I do have a suit that matches. Never mind.
Well, everybody else would need to change then.
Yeah, I'll go downstairs and find something that's. I just need clothes that look like they at least semi belong.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I technically have fine clothes, but mine are just basically look like somebody off of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I'm gonna switch.
The Fresh Prince or DJ Jazzy Jeff?
Yeah, I basically.
Well, did you just have a fucking stroke?
DJ Jazzy Jeff is the other person.
Imagine Carlton from Fresh Prince, but as a gnome. That's how I'm dressed.
Oh no!
A sweater,
Sweaters, it's desks and stuff. Yeah, that's exactly how I dress.
Oh no, someone's gonna beat up our wizard.
That's why I run and hide.
Do we still have Speed Coke?
I
That's a
don't
different
know.
campaign.
That's a
I
different.
do.
So, you guys walk downstairs into the armory, where Gerald will open the doors and immediately call out, Valgarvoth, I have a few new projects for you. Please give them the best treatment, one outfit each, okay? And put it on my tab, okay? And all of you see the most flamboyantly active tiefling turn and look at you all, wearing a turtleneck that goes right up underneath their chin. And the sleeve is ever so slightly rolled backwards as they look at you all and, oh my darling, this is going to be such a blast. I get to work on a dwarf and a fae in the same time. Oh my goodness, look at your figure. He goes over to you, Sybil. That show was so fucking good. So yes, Valgarvoth goes over to you, Sybil. You are just so inspiring. Honey, you should model. Really. Like, you really should.
I don't know if it's for me.
Oh, it's for everybody else then. Oh, and look at this handsome little... Ooh. And he goes over and starts, like, adjusting your collar, Pyre.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, I can work with all of you so well. First off, palettes. We need to make sure that we have the freshest of palettes. Then, materials. Material maketh the suit. Okay, everybody? Now, is this for casual? Is this for playtime? What is it for?
It's so that this one, I gesture to Sybil, is the envy of the ball.
Okay, okay. I have the vision. Okay. How about blue, but Christmas tree, right? She, the star at the top. You all, the ornaments around. Yes?
I think
Yes.
green would complement me better.
Green tree. Ooh, I like it. More traditional, more traditional. Let's do this. Play servants. No, she said entourage. Your friends or useful. So yeah, servants. Yeah.
She's
Good.
called them servants before. Not to their face, but
I think so.
The Yes and crew.
Yes. I
Plus
saw
one,
an
plus
episode.
one, plus one, plus one.
I saw an episode of Entourage before. Okay. So, you, the star, top of the tree. Everyone else, ornaments around the tree, okay? We are going to make sure that you are the brightest star in the room, okay? That is what we're going to be doing today. You, he points at you, Barnabas. What is your name?
Barnabas.
Barnabas. That complexion right there, green on you, is going to be very, very difficult to show off. If it's too bright, it's going to make you pop. But if we darken it down quite a little bit, I think we can give you a dark and broody mood. Can you do dark and broody? Do dark and broody.
I can do dark and broody.
Do it. Performance
Barnabas
check,
just-
Barnabas. Or intimidation. Your roll.
Barnabas just stares at her, completely
Him.
covered in self-inflicted wounds.
Yeah, intimidation at advantage then.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Wonderful. Yes, you have that down. You, arm candy. Yes, goes over to you, Dressley.
Yes.
Oh, that is wonderful. Are you the type of elf that like changes color?
Yes, actually.
Oh, yes. Please. Can we get tropical green palm tree?
Let me look at my images. Because I actually made versions of Dresley for every season.
Let's go.
Something
I
in
do
a nice spring formal.
I do have a green, but it's not. I don't know if it's tropical green. Let me. How's that?
Okay, we can work with this, and then that way, your suit, a little darker on everything, and your natural complexion will complement the dress. Are we doing dress, or are we doing power suit?
Power suit.
Oh, no, for you, it was going to be suit regardless. You, darling. Back to you, Sybil. Dress,
Oh, sorry, didn't
power
hear that.
suit. You kind of
Yes.
strike me as a boss bitch, so it could go either way.
I'll do a dress.
Dress it is. Goes over to you next, Darren. Oh, short stature, broad shoulders. You know what we have to do here, right? The open shirt. Let everybody glance at the glorious chest hair. That is what you need to be doing. Broadcast that. Imagine you are at the beach, right? Florida. You are hanging out, letting it relax. You're cool. You're breezy. You're chill. And you're still wearing that onesie. Why?
Comfy.
I actually have an image ready for this, which
Okay.
uses the same person that I use for Sybil's token. I'll put it in general.
Go for it.
Will you even be able to see Durin's chest hair under his beard hair?
It just adds to it, you know? You move around, and of course we're going to groom the... When was the last time you groomed your beard, sir?
I wash it fairly regularly.
When was the last time we needed a lockpick?
6 years
6
ago.
years ago.
Oh, okay, so that was probably it.
Okay.
Oh, did any of that glue survive?
No,
No.
Oh.
that was gone. Okay, so we need to get the full grooming done for you. We're going to get your beard. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be straight. It's going to be thick. It's going to be full. Okay?
Okay.
Then they turn over to you, Pyre. You, whatever your beard routine is, just keep doing it. Please just keep doing it, okay? However, your
I actually-
clothes, I feel like we also need to do the open chest, right? I'm thinking large collar, exaggerated collar. Let me see. I'm feeling the bonks.
I am from the Bronx, so go with your heart. You know what? I'll wear whatever.
Black, white, green. We know what we're doing. And have you ever seen Friday Night Lights?
It's been a while, but yes.
John Travolta with he's getting you set up.
Oh boy.
Then he goes over to you, Lenny. Oh, compact, very small. Lots of hair, though. Good hair. Elven complexion as well. Gnomish, it's okay. So, what we're going to do with you, what I think, we're going to button up all the way to the top, right? Let's leave some mystery to you, a little bit of deception. And then, suspenders. Hold up those pants a little better for you, right? That belt is not doing anything for you. And take that sweater vest off for the love of everything holy.
I slowly start to take it off, like, okay. It's been a while since I've been outfitted by another, but I don't really have much good taste for myself, so please, have at it.
I have more taste than everybody in this building combined. I have you, honey. Don't worry. And then he gets you all outfitted to look exactly as Sybil's entourage. As Sybil looks just like that, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
That is a nice dress.
Yeah, and that's from the 90s, so...
Hell yeah.
Also, were you talking about Saturday night?
Saturday
Fever?
Night Fever is what he meant, not
Fever!
Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah,
Friday
Saturday
Night
night.
Lights was the show about
Yeah.
football
I was
players.
about to say, it's like, I remember Friday Night Lights, but like I don't remember John Travolta being in that.
I have two sides of my brain, okay? The one that knows
There's a
things and the
movie
one
and a
that says
show.
things. They're both different.
I was trying to remember, like, I don't remember John Travolta in a football movie.
Yeah, yeah.
That is Versace 1996.
Versace. Okay. So, you give him a couple of hours where he gets all of you outfitted in exactly what he has just expressed to you. Barnabas, you're given glasses that are too small so your scowling complexion will be seen through them. Lenny, you are given glasses that are too big so your wide-eyed nature is well hidden behind them. And the suspenders fit you perfectly. Durin, the process of him getting through your beard takes at least 30 minutes. But at the end of it, you walk out, and it's just like when your mom would ask you to comb your beard for all of your elementary school pictures. Dwarf.
You can actually see the bits of food you have in it.
Oh, no more food. He cleaned that
Blasphemy.
shit.
Blasphemy.
Pyre, you look, based off of Bonks' standards, the coolest you have ever fucking looked in your life.
My parents are gonna be fucking stoked.
Dresley, your suit, your outfit, it looks so much similar to Gerald's, where it's like sophisticated business, but still very sexy. And you stand there next to Sybil in a striking pose. As Sybil, you look over at him, posing right next to you. No, overalls aren't necessarily nerd. I mean, they're kind of nerdy.
Think businessman.
No, but
think businessman.
With the big glasses, I
Business.
just transitioned from Carlton to Urkel.
Yeah, no, it's you're the businessman. You're the financier. You're the accountant.
Dresley giving off the fucking Patrick Bateman vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Sybil will attempt to model this outfit for the group.
All right, performance.
Do a
Dresley's
little
like,
bit of walking from here to there.
Dresley's like, I have to return some videotapes.
23. You all watch Sybil doing the walk. And of course, in Vagavoth's showroom, there is a runway for you to walk down. You stop at the end, you model, you show, you twist, you stop, you keep going, and you walk off stage.
I'll break out into a polite applause.
Gerald will join in as well, clapping.
Hipster chic.
Yeah, and he gave you glasses too big for you so that people can't see your doughy eyes. Oh, I am a genius. Aren't I a genius? You're a genius, Valgavoth. I'm a genius. So you said I can just put that on your tab, right? Yes, of course. Just pay it to me. Okay, I just want you to know all this material and everything. It's quite present. I know. It's fine. These are my friends. I'm just trying to make their lives a little bit better for this moment, you know? Anybody trying to see the receipt as he tried showing it to him?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want to.
Perception check, all of you nosy fuckers.
It's too high. I can't.
Well, yeah.
Aaron, 14, no.
10.
Lenny, 6, no. Dresley.
Can I give him disadvantage? I'm just kidding. Just looking at it like it's a fucking card. It's like, oh my god, look at the off-white color.
You only saw one thing, Dresley, and it was the material cost.
I do not say that out loud. I will just whisper to myself, I hope these things count as freaking magical attunements. Jeez. Whispering to myself, I will not reveal that to anyone.
Okay. And everybody,
Pay
with
him
you,
back eventually.
with you all looking absolutely fabulous, you can now go track down the Duchess Esmerella and try to get her to get you onto the ship that is voyaging tonight. I think this is a great stopping point, everybody. So, players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you again next week. Goodbye.